All right. So, who here besides Jess knows anything about Fates Tonight?
Great start.
I know.
There's just one video made by
About
Gabriel once upon a time.
The mythical characters they base some of them off of, and their designs are silly. But if you ask me what the actual story was,
Man,
it's pretty shallow.
You know, that Giga video is a good video. It's also awful at telling you what to do.
But it's so
Yeah.
good.
Good
It's such a
video.
good video to tell you how crazy Fate is.
I know that there is a character called Saber.
That's all right. Well, I don't know how.
When are we meeting Saber?
So
Are we meeting Saber today?
2 to 3 hours. We'll see how this goes. I don't know if we're gonna meet Saber.
Depends how fast Red clicks.
We're gonna mostly meeting
Red
soon
Cliff?
and a couple other characters.
All right. So I'm gonna be me and Kyrie and I guess kind of Jess are kind of just here to chill for this stream.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing a lot of work today, Pending.
You're gonna be
Okay,
carrying this stream, is what's
No, I
being
got
told.
this. I got this. A-level voice acting is all you're gonna get.
I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be so happy.
I have to go to the flowchart. I have to do this from the flowchart.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
Flowchart.
All right.
You don't need flowchart.
So we're starting. We're starting.
All right.
Okay.
And remember, Red, you're in charge, so you have to be reading silently in your head.
Oh, damn it! No,
Oh, wait.
I have to read this part.
Ha ha! Get fucked.
The tip of the spear was like a flash of lightning. Like, man, in Prologue, making me work from the get-go. Can't believe this. But I have also told everyone who you're, at least the characters that you're mainly gonna be.
If we need to be extra characters, we can figure that out when we get there.
Yeah, there's gonna be some random students around. Me and Kyrie can just jump in on those. If you guys want to jump in on them, you can too. They're just random students.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we got this.
A spearhead thrust to skewer the heart. Even attempting to evade it was pointless. It was but a flash, too swift for the human eye to follow. Damn it, Kyrie, we do have something to do today.
Dun dun dun.
And yet, moonlight swept in to save me from the strike that threatened to end me. The sound was beautiful, like the tolling of a bell. No, truth be told, the sound hung over me, heavier than an iron weight. The beauty had little to do with aesthetics. The stark armor wrapped about her was like the frozen night itself. The ringing was not in itself pleasant. It was the sound of steel. But the night herself was beautiful enough to make it into the chiming of a bell. It's you, Kyrie.
Hey, isn't that Saber?
I ask of you, are you my master?
I don't know who
Yes.
that is. So don't.
Red,
Maybe.
you lied to me.
Maybe.
I don't know who
Maybe.
that is. That could be
We don't know who it is.
That's-
To be fair, no one knows who that is, apparently. Okay.
That's Saber.
What are you talking about?
Literally the first person we see.
What are you talking about?
Red thought that I would be the first person we see. It
I
was a
should've-
lie.
I should have realized, okay? The prologue starts like this. Her voice resonated in the darkness.
Wait, so am I even in this stream?
Yeah. We'll be here. I think this is the prologue to the
I haven't done
prologue.
the prologue either.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know.
this is the prologue to the prologue. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine.
This is the in medias res to the prologue. No, I'm sorry. This is the in medias res to the main story to the prologue.
Jesus Christ.
God. Oh, okay.
Pending,
Okay.
it's not going to make any sense. We shouldn't try too hard and just try to grasp what we can.
Oh,
Wait,
I know.
also, I have one more question before we continue, Red.
I'm
This
listening.
is... I've heard that this game can sometimes be rated 18. This is not the case, yes or no?
This is this Steam.
This is the all ages version.
This is
Okay,
the
thank
Steam-
you.
the Steam
That's all I
version.
wanted to know.
All right, don't worry, Jay. We can do the all ages. We can do
You
the
can't
18
No!
do
version
the
on
Steam
Patreon.
version when I know there's 18 plus stuff on Steam.
I'm aware, but the remastered Steam version doesn't have it. Look, we can do the 18 plus person on Patreon, I guess. We're not doing
Yeah,
Oh,
on
God.
Patreon /
Look, I used to have a
OnlyFans.
Patreon, and I got myself banned from Patreon because I forgot it existed. We
Anyway.
don't want anyone on Patreon.
That's Kyrie.
Time
by
to
the
start
way.
OnlyFans.
Ugh.
Okay. I've come in response to your summons. Henceforth, my blade is with you, and your fate with me. Our pack is now sealed.
Saver than ads. Also, not to criticize, but you look like you got serious NPC vibes. I don't know if I'm actually. Are you super sure that you're the one that summoned me? Because maybe the one that summoned me is actually like behind you. Just scoot out of the way.
Ooh, the only other person who's
You're
in
missing the
scene-
hair.
Wow, I don't know. He's got a spikish hair.
You're kind of like a grayish brown blob.
Right now, yes, for sure.
Saber, it's dark in here. There's no light.
I seem to be illuminated just fine.
You're blocking the outside moonlight.
Is that how this works?
Yes.
Even
That's
though
why
the steel would probably be reflecting light on the person, but yeah, sure, let's go with that.
And also, like, the front of my face seems awfully illuminated for me blocking it with my back. But whatever.
I feel like, and I can't believe we're getting into this. I feel like there was a video or something of someone talking about the lighting in this scene.
There probably was, and I want to watch it now just because I think that I would agree with everything it said.
Look, guys, sometimes it's not about lighting. It's about the dramaticness of the situation.
That's true. That is part of art. It's not about being realistic. It's about being dramatic as fuck.
We need a deep dive into the first like image of this.
I'm gonna go on a tangent just because you guys have
Yeah,
gone
no,
on a
go-
tangent. Me and
Go ahead.
Pending are part of a podcast that's all about tangents. Can we guys get you on as like a special guest so you guys can
Yes.
just talk about stuff like this?
I love going on tangents. That's my ADHD expertise.
Related
It-
to that.
It's great. It's great. We go on tangents all the time. It's all the tangents we don't talk about on stream that are just stuck in our heads. And so, like right now, the current tangent is Apothecary Diaries. And it's been that for like 3 months now.
Yeah.
And we can't stop talking about it.
Is that really a tangent at that point? If that's the main purpose?
You know
Well,
what?
we don't
Actually, I
talk about it
know.
during stream. This is just an Apothecary Diaries podcast now.
Oh my god, what did I just say? Indeed, the pact was sealed. I say, ending the tangent.
Wait.
No, I'm not waiting.
I don't know if she chose to serve.
Are you?
She
is, like, the
she was kind of
narrator-
forced into serving.
Yeah,
is the
I mean,
narrator
from
that blob of a man.
yes, the
That
narrator
blob
is
of a
the
man.
NPC.
She chose to answer the summons, I think.
Oh, okay.
All I know is from
Technically,
what I
yeah.
understand, I don't know if any of this is consensual.
She chose to answer the
It is consensual.
Listen,
Is it?
if it wasn't
Yeah.
if it wasn't consensual, Jess wouldn't be spending $500 on FGO
Whoa,
trying to-
Whoa.
We don't
FGO.
out people's gotcha money spending. Jesus Christ.
What? You're,
That's a low blow.
That's low.
I'm just saying.
That's my money, Red. You can't be talking about that.
I'm just
Red.
saying.
I mean, no.
if we're questioning
I don't
Jess's,
get enough subs for this.
we can still judge you for it. We still have that power.
Yeah, but no
look,
one,
if
no
we're
one here
judging
knew.
Jess paying $500 at FGO, should we talk about your $1,000 in HoloLive cards?
Listen, Jay, those are at least,
Uh-huh.
those are at least real
Uh-huh.
physical
I want to
things.
hear about this $1,000 drop in Live cards.
Those are at
Oh, he
least
did
real.
he opened them on stream.
That's at least
That
a
was the
real-
title too.
Those are real physical things I can hold in my hand. I have some right there, along with my Disgaea cards and my. What is it?
Uh-huh.
This is my
Uh-huh.
He has
Uh-huh.
he has a
Uh-huh.
bunch of
Uh-huh.
cards.
What is your best Hololive card?
my best Hololive card.
Yeah,
It's the mouse, right?
like what would you rate as your top?
Bay?
No.
I
I think
would-
it's isn't it Summer Ame?
Well, she's my 10. She's my black label, but my actual most expensive one, it's probably the Bay Climax combo.
Mm.
I see.
I don't understand those words, but I'm
Well,
sure
you
someone who
asked-
I think the
understands
Black
Hololive
Label
a little
Summer
bit better
Ame
would be able
card
to
is
explain
probably more
that.
expensive now.
I mean, I could take a picture of them. I don't know if that's gonna be helpful, but
It's signed. It's cool.
Could you,
it is.
Red?
signed.
Could you take a picture of it and just put it on the screen? Just cover like that. So she's
I-
signing the pack with the Bay Hololive card instead.
But the Bay Hololive card, you're talking about the mouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The little
Yeah.
red mouse.
The red mouse. See that I
The one that
understood
has an
that part.
Australian accent.
The rest of them I don't understand. Like you, there were other words next to Bay's
She is,
name, and I
she
could
is-
not understand that.
Yeah,
She has
it's
the best-
Climax card.
She speaks the best English out of all of the Hololive JP members.
Probably.
Because she's Australian.
Boy.
That's the,
She's
no, the-
Australian.
Someone's
The
gonna
jo-
do this.
The joke is that people who call her part of Hololive JP. So they're like always commenting to her. It's like, oh, your English is so good.
English is her first language.
Now it's not my
She-
most expensive card.
Look, I will tell you, there are a lot of people whose English is their first language, and they can't speak a lick of it.
Well, she,
You mean like Shad?
Ooh.
Ah.
Shad has his moments, okay? Me and him
I
joke about this
understand
stuff all
Chad
the
has his
time.
moments. I
Yeah.
also have my moments too, so
Shad, I'm coming for you. Just watch out.
Shad's like me.
Watch
He's
out, bro.
taking fire.
yeah.
okay, I
He's
dab on him every
sneezing in
day.
my other
He's used
chat
to
right
it.
now.
Yeah. I dab on him every day, so he's got to get used to it at some point, right? The harassment.
No, he doesn't.
I
Actually,
see.
now that I'm completely off topic here, the Fwana card I got back in like summer was pretty big. I don't know how big it was now. It was like $300 back then.
Oh, that was right
Oh,
before
wow.
they left, right?
She retired, yeah.
Yeah, retired, graduated.
Yeah, it probably has gone
Words.
up. Probably has gone
I
up
don't know
now.
if it. Yeah, it probably has gone up, yeah.
We're gonna say graduated because that's the term I think.
Graduated is the
retired.
term.
She retired. She's an old lady.
I'll check it after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check it after stream. Where
Ew.
just as she chose to serve me.
Yeah, just as she chose to serve me, I'm sure at that moment I swore to save her.
Uh huh.
That sounds like a lie right off the bat.
Oh, wait,
Like,
no, it was-
We're talking about the biggest lie right now. The moonlight cut through the darkness, but I'm pretty sure it's fucking dark still.
Jay read that for me, thanks. As if in an imitation of the night, the storehouse regained its former calm. Time had stopped. The vision before me had lasted less than a second.
Do you think
It
an
has
imitation
made-
of the night was supposed to be a play on words?
It might have been.
Yeah, probably.
I would
Can
say.
we discuss that for the next half hour?
Oh yeah, sure. But I will always remember the sight of her as clearly as if it was still happening right now. Even if I fall into the depths of hell. Man, so I just wanted to play the like version 1.0 of this game, and
Uh huh.
the game was completely broken, like on launch,
Yes.
the first few hours of launch. Where
Uh huh.
this part wasn't broken. All this part played out perfectly fine. So like people would get to this part, they take a screenshot of this because this is that big iconic moment at the beginning, and then right after this part, the game was absolutely completely broken.
Can you
Like
explain in what way it was broken?
Buggy as hell.
it would load the wrong characters for the conversation. It would load the wrong areas for the conversation. Like Rin Tosaka wakes up in her room. And she's on the top of a skyscraper. She's like, I'm gonna go brush my teeth. So she go brushes her
Look,
teeth. And
you know,
in the student
maybe she
council
lives
room.
on top of a skyscraper. Okay.
She goes brushes her teeth in the student council room. And I'm just like,
I
wow,
want-
no. No,
I want to play
no
that version.
Pending. No Pending.
To be fair, the story is confusing as is pending. I don't think we want it to be any more confusing.
Also, just as an aside to that aside, I was thinking right before you said that, Red, it's like, wow, Red is much better at me than at, like, keeping people on task.
Well,
No.
it depends. You know?
We're all
One
here
line further and he
crawling
starts
fast,
us on
okay?
another tangent.
All right, continue talking about the
Okay.
depths of hell, Red.
Yeah.
This
The thing-
metaphorical hell that doesn't exist.
The faint slant of her profile. Her serene, divinely green eyes. For a moment, time stopped, and her silhouette, draped in blue, swayed in the wind. I was struck by a pale blue glow. Oh, and I have to bring it up again. So you know that effect where it just went...
Yes.
In the broken version, there did something that happened. A, like, girl's face, very... it was very, opaque, all right? You could barely see it, but instead of that effect showing up, it would just show a girl's face go...
That's such a horror moment.
It's so funny.
Is it a specific girl or just a random
Yeah,
girl?
it was Ilya. But it was so hard.
Oh.
It was so hard to see. Like
It was Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. I don't know why he was there. He was,
In fairness,
someone
they both have white hair.
just like put him as like a placeholder asset for something and forgot to delete it.
Oh.
And then
Except for, I don't know, was this game... I mean, this game technically was after Final Fantasy
this
VII,
game is
but it would have
2004.
been...
this game's
But it would have
2004.
been Pixel Sephiroth, right? It wouldn't have been
Yeah.
Fancy Sephiroth.
Yeah, it would have been Pixel Sephiroth. That's what.
That makes
that's
it even
what
funnier,
classes-
to be
yeah.
honest.
It would be. It's so funny.
Specifically, it's from that one scene like after like he stabs Eris, but then he glitches out and his one leg is just jutted out. That's
Of course.
Yeah.
Her hair, as
That
fine as a
scene.
golden thread, was bathed in moonlight. Oh, we did it. Good job, team.
The prologue to the prologue has finally begun.
We made it to Fate, by the way.
We got through the opening 3 paragraphs, and it only
Jesus
took us
Christ.
half an hour.
Who is this supposed to be?
You.
Is this supposed to be you? Okay. And I'm guessing this is soon.
Yeah.
This happened 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh,
let's
no.
go. I see someone who takes me aback. He's tall with chiseled features. Oh, I would not call him that, but sure. Or maybe, I don't know. I've never known him to crack a joke. He ruffles my hair affectionately. Ew.
Is this the guy I'm gonna be playing?
No.
I don't know. It's not.
I don't know. I just know that I'm in this scene, right?
No.
Not yet.
Wait, I'm not.
Not
No.
yet.
You told me this. You told me that I
You
was gonna be voicing.
I think you will show up. I have to have my daily routine first.
Okay, fine. Fine. Talk to the man with the tall man with the chiseled features. See if I can.
Hey, if the tall man,
Pending's jealous of the tall man with the chiseled
look,
features.
look, Pending. If the tall man with the chiseled feature talks, you can talk as him.
Okay,
Of
cool.
course. No, that's not what this is. It's more like he's grasping my head and working it like a stubborn jar lid. Maybe he doesn't know how to control his strength.
I've never seen someone like go into such detail about ruffling a person's hair.
Welcome to Fate Stay Night.
Not only that, but she said it one way and then she immediately corrected herself.
Well, I mean, that would be in her character. That's
I
only
guess
to
so.
be expected. The first time he's ever done something like this. Oh, is it? Really? Is it? That's
All right.
not me.
All right, Pending.
Pending, you finally get to speak.
Here you go, Pending.
Is this the tall guy?
This
with
is
the
the chiseled man. Let's go.
It's time for me to leave. You know what to do next.
I answered yes in a somber voice. He nodded once, withdrew his hand, and stood up. That's all. Had I known that this would be the last time we would ever see each other, I would have done my best to make him laugh with a perfect joke. Sorry, that's such a stupid line. I'm working on it, okay? I'm trying as well, okay? I'd been practicing punchlines in private in the hopes of finally seeing a smile crack on that stony
But
face.
by the way, I understand that this is shot in like an extreme Dutch angle, but I'm just like imagining that she's falling, especially with those lines.
You know, it could be.
Yeah.
If I had one regret, it's that I never got to tell him any of my jokes. What the fuck, you Sunsu? What the fuck is this dialogue? Continue!
Yeah, I'm
I know she's best
confused.
character, but this is still weird for a lot of people. Oh wait, is this
Is this me?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's you again.
Get the association in your debt before you become an adult. Any decisions after that, I leave up to you. I'm sure you'll manage on your own.
So he said, but I bet he was worried about me.
I have already forgotten your name. Go forth, small child.
I don't know much about any of this game, but I definitely don't think that this person is correct in any way, shape, or form. He told me about our family's heirloom jewels, the gems passed down to us from our grandmaster, and how to manage the underground workshop. It was a rapid-fire course of subjects he had never taught me before. Even as a child, I realized...
Allow me to get in some quick exposition here.
Of course, more exposition.
Yes. So anyways, we got these gems, okay? From a workshop. Let's see, what else should I have told you about years ago?
Apparently that they were passed down. That he would probably never come home again. ... Oh, the ... was at the beginning. ... There was a war. Not a war between countries, but between people.
I'm going to war against John Smith.
Is John Smith a character?
I have no idea.
I'm asking Red because he would know.
I think if there is a fake character named John. Maybe
There's
somewhere.
probably a fake character named John. I just don't know if there's a fake character named John Smith. That's a very specific character in history.
Wait, John Smith is real?
John Smith is real. Yes, he was a
I thought it
terrible
was just
Chad
like
and
I thought
very
John Smith was just
skeptical.
a name people just use because
No!
it's generic.
It is a very generic name.
It is a very generic name that is used a lot.
Who's John
but
Smith?
No, John Smith was the guy that met Pocahontas, though the Disney movie is terrible and not accurate in any way, shape, or form of a 40-year-old meeting a 12-year-old, but... Anyway. But in this war, there were only 7 combatants. It may not have seemed fitting to call it a war, but having mages involved changes things.
By the way, in case you hadn't noticed, Fate Stay Night's about magic.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Yeah, just throwing that out there for you guys.
Okay.
You mean the game where you summon heroes has magic in it?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. for being sassy.
Heroes is also a very loose definition.
Oh, I know.
Also
I know
out there.
that. 7 mages from different factions competed, but I wasn't sure why. They killed each other using methods I didn't really understand. One of them was the man in front of me. It meant that he would kill and eventually be killed. I'm sure he felt the ticking of his life's clock even more keenly than I did. Oh, there goes my ankles.
Damn.
My old ass ankles.
What just happened? Saw you, Pending.
Oh, Pending,
Oh,
it's your turn again.
Rin, I feel the tickle of, what was it, my life's clock?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm going to die. Before long, the Holy Grail will appear. It is the... Don't let Nicolas Cage near it. It is the duty of the Tosakas to obtain it. But above all, it is a path we are destined to walk as mages.
And with that, he ruffled my hair one last time and left. I really think he should stop messing up my pigtails.
He ruffled my hair, then you just hear them.
I think my hair looks more like an afro now.
He's trying his best, all right? He's the second time he's ever done it.
Yeah.
I never saw him again.
I am in the next scene.
My father/teacher was the one of the masters who participated in the Holy Grail Roar, and he never came home.
Oh, that's
and I don't.
That's the dad?
That's the dad.
Yeah. I'm just here like.
That's why I
just here,
knew
like,
as a character, I was as a person who doesn't know anything about Rin. I was like, yeah, no, he didn't like her at all. Safe travels, father.
And you got to have a dialogue. That's crazy.
I did. Wow, it's crazy. I bid him farewell as a well-behaved daughter should. I knew I was on the verge of tears, but I didn't let them show. I loved him. That doesn't sound weird in any context, but I understand it's supposed to be a fatherly love to a daughter, but it's still really weird that we're using that term. He was a great father and an even greater mage. I don't know about that, buddy, but sure.
Listen, mages are complicated, all right?
Mages are stubborn people, okay?
Yeah, see?
As far as I knew, there wasn't a more upstanding man in the whole world. Wow, your world was quite small, if that's true.
He was
the
the
world
only
is pretty
person she ever
cruel.
met.
The world is a pretty messed up place.
I agree with that statement, but still.
She's like 7. Or she hasn't got like, worldly experience in her.
As my instructor, he trained me. As my father, he loved me. Did he, though? So I decided...
He ruffled her hair twice.
Never doing it before!
How much more evidence of his love do you need?
He tried his best, all right? He tried his best.
Oh,
Stop minimizing the program. You skipped a line potentially. No, you didn't. Okay. I accept the things he left for me and chose my own path. Did you now? Is that supposed to be me or who?
I mean, I guess either of you. It's technically her remembering him say that, so.
Oh, okay, pending. It's technically him, so I'm letting you read it.
Rin, look at how big my hand is in this shot.
I know, it's way too big. This touch angle's getting a little out of hand.
Before long, the Holy Grail will appear. It is the duty of the Tosakas to obtain it. But above all, it is a path we are destined to walk.
I feel like we've seen this scene
She's
before.
really out here having
I literally just said this like 5 seconds ago.
I feel
Why are
like
we
we've seen
repeating the
this
same
scene
line
before.
again?
She's having a flashback in her flashback. Come on.
Oh my god. In the end. Oh wait, no, this is me again. We're back.
Never mind, I never said this part.
No. You wouldn't call yourself father, I don't think.
Maybe he's a priest.
Well, you never know. And in the end, his final words for me were given as a mage, not as a father.
That being said, Pending is voicing a priest in that.
Cool.
That's the moment I made up my mind. But I need more tea. All right, I guess... Oh, wait. Okay, no, this is me. All right, I guess I'd better do everything I can to become a worthy mage. It's only natural for an apprentice to live up to her master's hopes. That's how I, Rin Tosaka, grew up after experiencing life's twists and turns.
Do you know that Jess thinks an anime is a bad anime if at the beginning the main character doesn't say what his name is in a monologue?
I mean, I can understand that
I
in
don't
like
know
a
who
book
it is.
sense.
I don't know who it is. How am I gonna relate? I can't relate to this person who name I don't know.
I mean, you'll know their name eventually. It's gonna come up in conversation or something, I assume.
But if the anime doesn't start with being like, I'm
Look, the anime was showing. This is the prologue to show off the waifus. Obviously, Saber was first. Rin is second.
Oh man, I sure hope the third waifu shows up really soon.
Will she?
She's the first one you see in the main game, to be fair.
I suppose.
She's the one cooking you breakfast.
Ah, you mean the sister? No.
Well, somebody's sister.
Oh, okay. It's been 10 years since my father went off to war. I wouldn't say I've been looking forward to this day, but I'm a bit on edge. That goes without saying, after all. ... That moment which was burned into my memory 10 years ago will soon be upon me again.
Ah, flashbang!
Oh, man.
It is January 31st.
Happy
Somewhere.
January 31st.
Yeah.
Yo, it's like Lunar New Year.
Oh.
Me, right?
Yeah.
Still?
I think that was supposed to be a waking up noise.
I think it is supposed to be a waking up noise.
Is that how you wake up, Jay?
I'm not happy when I wake up. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
I hear something.
To be fair, she was woken. Her sleep was interrupted by that noise.
Ring, ring. What am I, a phone? See, she's cursing too, so she's not happy in the morning. Shut up!
No,
Stop!
I think
Alright,
there's
yeah,
an alarm.
Yeah, of course it's an alarm.
I hear an alarm.
What do you mean?
It could be a
The noise
phone.
doesn't stop. It's such an infernal racket. It's almost as if it's here to avenge my father.
Who's dead? Did I not establish that?
What now? I was up late, just a little longer. I wish it just let me sleep a bit more. This really is me in the morning. Red, how dare you stereotype me like this? I do, in fact, curse at my Alexa every morning.
You're just like Ren.
Oh, God. In fact, it should. I stayed up into the early mornings deciphering my father's will, and I used a hell of a lot of magical energy to do it.
Wasn't that like from a decade ago? Why still?
Well, maybe he didn't die until recently, and so we're reading the will now. I'm
Oh,
totally
maybe.
exhausted, body and mind. Good grief! Cut me some slack, would ya? Ring, 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 ring.
Banana.
Banana phone.
I know we already know
No.
that joke, but every time.
We didn't yet.
This is why this visual novel's so long, by the way.
Oh yeah, we're never finishing this.
No. This is gonna be
This will be going on for years.
Yeah,
This is
no,
gonna be a
without
decade-long
exaggeration.
project. The alarm
We've
clock
just
is definitely
committed to years.
at least 5 years. Are you kidding? There's other games in the Fate series. It's just the first
Whoa,
one.
holy
The
cow.
alarm clock is deaf to my complaints.
You want to play Fate Extra and FGO? I mean, I guess we could just
No.
play through the cutscenes of FGO, but that's wild.
I have no.
Can we get through
concept of
one
what this
game
game
first
talks.
before you sign me for another 6 years?
I'm arguing here.
Kyrie, you signed a contract for joining. Your signature's
I
right
did sign
here.
a contract. I did sign a contract. I was not told there was an exclusivity clause too.
Did you realize the bloodstone part, or did you just put the bloodstone on without asking questions? I mean, I know you didn't ask any questions when you put the bloodstone
Look, this
down.
is
I
just.
didn't ask any questions. I said Mao asked for me. I must answer the call.
I already read this
Condor
line. Go to the next
Holiday.
line already. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm standing up. All right?
The alarm is annoying.
You know what? Rin agrees. What kind of machine makes a noise that seems like its sole purpose is to remind you that you're late?
I mean, you can choose a different alarm sound.
No, I think it's a traditional alarm clock with the 2 bells. Late.
Oh,
I
I see.
can't be late.
Right. This takes place in the ancient times before you
Yeah,
could pick
Yeah,
an
the
alarm
ancient times of
ringtone.
January 31st.
2004.
True, but there's a time and a place for everything. I don't know what's going on. No matter how much of an overachiever I am, I should try to make it to school on time, at least for today, if only slightly.
I think that we already broke.
Oh, right. I set my alarm 30 minutes early, which means I should still be able to sleep for another 30.
Oh,
No,
that's
this
my
alarm
bad.
this alarm has been going off for 30 minutes. Doesn't that sound off? 30 minutes early. I peer at the alarm clock through the sleep-heavy eyelids. The hands point to 7 o'clock on the dot. I usually get up at 6:30, which means I've completely used up my safety margin.
The alarm has been going off for 30 minutes. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Speaking of which, why is my brain so slow in the morning? I would love to know that question, too, please. I glare at the alarm clock for several seconds. I shut off the alarm and climb sluggishly out of bed.
Congrats, guys. You made it past the alarm clock.
We turned off the alarm
Clap
clock.
to everybody.
Jesus Christ. You know I had to get through it just because the alarm clock was so fucking annoying.
But think of all the tangents we could have gone on.
That classic blind shade transition.
Oh yeah.
The morning chill bites at me as I cross the hallway and enter the parlor. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm 90% sure that's one of like the default ones of Renpai.
Listen,
It probably is.
They had
Yeah.
they have money now. They're rolling the dough now. But back then, back here, this is a small indie game.
It is.
Yeah.
That's longer than like the 3 Lord of the Ring books.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I know it's spooky.
This is
right?
bad.
What's going on?
Okay. Nope, we're good. I can hear people again. It's for a
Okay.
second. No, I could hear no one.
Don't worry, we could
So.
hear you.
Thanks. Okay, shall we continue?
Yeah, sure.
Is this still you?
It is, for sure. It is.
Have you seen anybody else enter the scene?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is the final 7 a.m. in January.
What dialogue? I mean, you're not wrong, so fine. But it will also be the final 7:01 a.m. in January. So what are we even talking about?
I won't. It's the 31st of January. It's the final 7 a.m. in January. They're just
I mean-
reiterating that it's 7 a.m. on the 31st.
I mean, none of that information is inaccurate, I guess.
Look, if you have something against Rin Tosaka, you don't have to pull for her.
Okay.
Winters in Fuyuki are relatively warm, but the mornings here are as cold as anywhere. Are they? Even at home, my breath mists white. It's much colder without anyone else living here.
Do you not have?
She
central
lives by her.
heating?
No, apparently not. Heater, or she doesn't turn it on at night.
Man,
I turn on the heater and go wash up. She's
That's-
the only person living in this house. She has no one else, apparently. No
That's
servants.
why you're so cold.
It's a pretty big house, too.
It's a pretty big house
It's
too.
a
Yeah,
pretty
I
big
mean, look how fancy this Western room in a Japanese house looks like.
Can we just appreciate the fact that we can see at least like 7 chairs and a couch in this room for one
Yes.
person?
Exactly.
Do you think she sits on a different chair each day?
Look, she does.
Yes.
She doesn't go halfway, right? She goes full in on everything she does.
Yeah. This is
I won't deny that.
this is a cry for help. This
Wasn't
is a
this
maybe someday I'll have
wasn't this
guests
her
over.
family house though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single
never-
living is so inconvenient at times like this.
She had her dad before he died, and you know, other family
Yeah.
members.
Yeah, I mean, she's not living in the town that she grew up in, apparently.
I mean, technically.
If there was... She is? Okay. If there was someone else here to wake me up before me, then the parlor would have already be heated. The parlor. Oh, God. Her house has a bedroom and a parlor.
She lives in a fancy place.
I wash my face at the sink. No shit. I run a brush through my long hair and get dressed.
In order to obtain water, I turn on the faucet.
A chilly morning in a fridge bathroom. The only thing to be said for it is that the cold water mercilessly beats the sleepiness from me.
Cool, we're back here.
Yep. We're out of the bathroom and we're in the parlor again. With a final tug of the ribbon at my collar, I finish getting dressed. All that's left is to have breakfast and go to school. The clock reads just past 7, so my morning rush feels a bit anticlimactic. Oh, I don't even need to run then. Of course, I'd never do anything so uncouth as sprinting to school.
She's fancy.
She is fancy.
She is fancy.
The Tosaka family motto dictates that we conduct ourselves with confidence and elegance at all times. My ancestors, I don't know anymore. My brain would like to go through some all high and mighty aristocrats, okay?
Yeah.
My ancestors must have been some high and mighty aristocrats if that's what we've been taught through the generations.
Based on your house?
Or that they were nouveau riche that kept their money for a really long time and you can't tell. The anachronistic mansion I live in is proof enough of that. Plus, the Toshakas are a line of spell weavers who practice what is known as magecraft. We're not just any old family. We have an admirably storied history. Why are there so many words in this sentence?
Rinse now. Let me go through it in
Excruciating,
detail.
excruciating detail.
Yeah.
There is
Not
a
that it's
lot of
anything
words.
and look, I'm talking to myself now. Not that it's anything to brag about, because that's
Ren's a
out
little
loud.
schizo.
This fucking Jess guy.
In fact, I literally can't talk about it.
You're inner monologuing though. You can say literally anything in your head.
Yeah, but she has a tendency to talk out loud.
That's true. This place could be wired.
Yeah,
It could be. The truth is, I'm a mage. Who could I even brag about that to?
Lots of people, I would think.
They probably would think you're a little crazy and weird, but you could definitely tell people. As the name suggests.
I mean, what was the person's name in Danganronpa 3? That was the mage girl. She told everyone she was the mage, and people just accepted that.
Yeah.
But wasn't that also a game in which there was a
Danganronpa 3
psychic, a basketball player, a pop idol, and a couple other things too?
Okay, but you're talking about Danganronpa 3, okay? They got a little crazier in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was also a robot.
And an astronaut.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Why is the astronaut more like absurd to you than the robot?
Yeah, robots, you can have a robot, okay?
But you can't have an astronaut?
Yeah.
To be fair, astronauts have to go through a lot of training in order to become an astronaut.
Listen,
It'd be a little ridiculous if
you
a
have a robot
12-year-old was an astronaut.
You have a robot go to high school. But can you have
I think he was
an
older.
astronaut go to... Look, a robot can go
Oh,
to high
are you
school.
saying he was older? He was in high school? Oh, my bad. A 14-year-old.
I'm sorry. I think he was an
Astronaut.
astronaut. He was an astronaut in training. He.
Oh, okay.
He
He's
had it in
future
space,
astronaut. I see.
Hey, Overly, we're talking.
Hi, Overly.
Hi, we're going on a tangent again. We're talking about Danganronpa.
Overly and
Overly, it
Raiders.
doesn't stop.
Overly, what do you think is more unbelievable, Overly? An astronaut or a robot?
In high school, going to high school. Specifically to go to high school.
Well, I mean, the robot's also going to high school, Red. So
Yeah.
what's...
I'm saying it makes
I
more
grew up with Ned's declassified school like survival
Survival
guide.
guide?
And,
Yeah.
and there, what was his name? Was also a robot.
I'm
Or
saying,
Yeah.
kind of.
Kind
So
of.
I believe the robot. I can't believe an astronaut. No kid has the neck muscles to do that.
yeah, remember that one cartoon, My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Well, he hasn't actually been.
Yeah,
to
but that
space,
was
though.
a
I feel-
sci-fi, and
I
that was
feel like I
actually
should
taking place in the
specify-
future.
He's an astronaut in training. He's not actually been to space.
Okay, but his thing is still Ultimate Astronaut, alright? It's still on that.
Well,
that's
I
true.
mean, I don't know how they qualify these things. One of them is the ultimate pianist. I don't think she's actually like published any music. I think she's...
actually, to be a pianist, you don't need to publish music, and there are a lot of really famous pianists that are like, what, 10, 12,
Oh, are there?
14.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, that, as someone who listens to a lot of classical music, there are a lot of really young piano players that are just way too young to be famous.
Look, she was just the ultimate pianist, so she can make like music jokes.
Overly says that she doesn't believe you can be an astronaut if you're still in high school.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
All right, I'm going to continue. I'm going to finish the rest of the
Pending's
sentence.
gonna die
Okay,
on this
guys,
hill.
are we ready for me to finish the sentence about Magecraft?
Yeah,
all right,
baby.
all
You
right.
got this. You got
Okay.
this.
Okay, Magecraft is what most
I
normal
just
people
feel
would
like
see as
you could be an astronaut.
Start it.
You heard yourself. You heard yourself the next sentence. You heard yourself the next sentence.
Pending did that on purpose. I can feel it in my bones.
I can
No,
too.
Yeah.
It sounds like some supernatural woo-woo, and if you don't like to think of it as just wiggling your fingers as saying abracadabra, that's fine too.
By the way, we should probably explain to those who came here what we're doing. We are playing Stay Night.
The original.
The original remaster. We are at the very beginning. So far, all we know is Saber exists in a land of inconsistent lighting, and then Rin
Lives by themselves and talks to herself.
Yeah, Rin is a mage. She had a father when she was 8. You know.
Hey, don't forget about the deadly battle with the alarm clock.
Oh yes,
yeah.
the alarm clock
defeated
that
her
went for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
In real time.
To be fair, I have battled with an alarm clock for longer than that.
Oh, I battle with my alarm clock every day for several hours. Anyway, let's continue.
Guys.
I set my alarm clock for an hour before I actually need to wake up, and I set another alarm clock.
Please,
for
only
like
an
half
hour?
An hour? Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I do it at least a minimum of 90 minutes before my first alarm goes off, and then there's the third, the second, and fourth alarm, and it goes from 8:30 in the morning until 11 o'clock in the morning.
You have a more
Nothing beats Alex's. Alex has one every 5 minutes, like an hour leading up to it.
Oh God, I would never. I would die.
I can't be one of those people. I just can't. Every 5 minutes, I would strangle him. It's not the alarm clock's fault at that point. It's his.
It is. All right. Just think of us as people who chant weird words and make equally weird stuff. Is that what we're calling German? Weird words? It's a language.
I mean, she uses German. She uses German, all right? Hers is German. There's
Sure.
non-German magecraft. Like American magecraft. I told you American magecraft, they just shoot you with guns.
I see.
I don't think she's German.
She's not German, no.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well,
I can't remember the details on that one.
So what? Why is what was the? Is that what we were just calling German comment for?
Don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
know.
Don't worry about it right now.
We'll
Maybe
figure it out later, I'm sure. They'll
Oh,
talk
okay.
about it at
Bye,
some
all
point.
right. Have fun.
Bye, Ovalie.
Bye.
Thank you in the rain.
That said, we don't fly on broomsticks, and we don't shoot stars out of our wands either. We can do things kind of like that, but there's no point, so we don't. We're pretty much heretics who lurk in the shadows of society. Wow, that's one way of calling yourselves. We're not allowed to draw attention to ourselves, and anyone who has the time for that kind of thing would rather spend it on their research. Ordinarily, humans might call us magicians, but that would be wrong. In fact, there are only 5 magicians in the whole world. Magicians are what we call people who can do something no one else can. They can accomplish feats beyond the means of modern science and perform genuine miracles. Similarly, magic is the label we use for the mystics, magical mysteries that can't be realized without any normal amount of time or skill. While magecraft, though it looks mysterious, is something anyone can do with enough time and resources. I'm so glad that Rin is expositioning everything for everyone, so that way, when the real main character shows up, we don't have to think about this anymore.
Real main character. The real main
Rin
character
isn't the main character.
Well,
No.
We're an hour into this game and we haven't met the character.
We technically met the main character at the very beginning, the brown NPC that you talked about.
I would say we're a solid like 10 minutes into this game, but I'm not looking at the
It's only taking us an hour.
It's only taken us an hour. I'm a mage, and the kind of mystics I usually use are merely magecraft, not true magic. Sure thing. Confusing, I know, but that's how it works.
She says to herself in her head.
Yep. Also, modern civilization doesn't accept the existence of mages. We believe in, manipulate, and study things that can't be measured, which puts us at odds with modern society. Above all, there's no point to any of what we do.
Cool,
We are completely useless.
I could be written out of the story and it would not matter.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay.
Same thing with
I don't
me.
know how true that statement is, actually.
You'd be so much happier just going off to a normal school and becoming a normal adult than you would studying magecraft. Human technology has accomplished great things, like this alarm clock. That alarm clock I hated.
Ridge is like, my whole life is a lie. I'm a waste of space.
Basically. For the last few centuries, magecraft has been playing catch up to the progress of civilization. So magecraft is behind science, goddamn. Nothing is impossible for humanity anymore.
I mean, have you seen Cars? Not the movie. But I guess the movie also might prove the point.
I think Rin's like hyping up modern science too much.
A little bit. Especially since we know that this game was like early 2000s.
2004. Let's go.
This is before the iPhone, right?
2004.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure this is like at the cusp of the
Siri?
iPhone.
Hey Siri, when did the iPhone get made? 2007.
Yep, we're 3 years before the iPhone, man. Her head's gonna explode if she's already like, think of all the things we could do with modern science.
You should see her with a VCR.
Oh God. I love VCRs, but Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Miracles that could only be realized with magecraft in the distant past have been reduced to common tools and appliances. I guess they're talking about like cooking rice and stuff.
We're going in order, so we have to do the fate route first.
Of course.
I have never played this game, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
You have to do them in order.
Okay, cool.
Common tools and appliances. Thank you. Even so, magecraft does have its benefits. Like my electric bill probably isn't that as high because I use magic, which is an immeasurable amount of energy.
Well,
Just
she
as
still uses the heater, though.
Yeah, apparently. Just as there are some things only science can accomplish. Why would you stop that in the middle of a sentence? There's a comma there. There remain heights only mystics can reach. If science is racing into the future, then mages are racing into the past. I think Toshaka Grandmaster said that. I thought that said grandfather, but no, it's Grandmaster said that.
Oh, yeah, I should say no
Dad.
spoilers. There's a lot of people who don't know what's happening. So
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I'm going into this blind.
Yeah. No,
Same.
well,
I have
we
no
want-
idea what we're doing.
We
Yeah.
don't want, like, there are some, like, Pending doesn't know one of the characters he's going to be voicing later. That's how much we are trying to prevent spoilers, so please do not spoil the game.
Literally, the only thing I know of is who Saber is, like what she looks like, and that Insane wants to cosplay her because he just loves Saber. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Oh, yeah,
Saber
yeah,
is pretty cool.
I have seen, now that you mention it, I think he cosplays Saber.
Yes, he has cosplayed Saber.
Yeah.
Penny, when are you
That's
gonna
all I
cosplay
got.
Saber?
I'm very oblivious to anything else that deals with
Penny's
this.
gonna cosplay as Archer,
Oh yeah. Penny can cosplay as Archer. That makes sense.
and
That's
I'll
true.
cosplay as Lancer.
I don't know those characters. I only know Saber so far.
Is there
I'm
someone
not
else called like Shielder?
I would like
There
to
is-
say
there
I
is
am
a
not
person named
cosplaying
Shielder.
as the
FGO.
character.
Oh God.
In FGO. He's an FGO.
I am also not cosplaying as the other character I voice if everyone else is cosplaying. I'm sorry. I have limits.
I don't really
You
know
don't-
who
well,
I'm
look.
voicing.
I know, Pending, but I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know when my character shows up, we're going to have problems.
Cool.
Nice.
Right? You can
Hi,
cosplay as
Saber.
Berserker.
Yeah, I know Saber. That's about all I got.
And I'm talking about Rin, which I'm voicing right now, the other character.
Hey,
I am not taking that character seriously at all.
hey, Eternal. Welcome. We are doing Fate's Stay Night. Rin is talking.
That's
I don't
true.
know.
That's true.
Rin is talking.
Rin is talking.
Whether
But-
you're heading into the past or the future, your destination is the same, 0 or something like that. See, we're talking in an
Crazy
internal
how she's not the
monologue
main
about
character.
ourselves.
So in this thing, me and xjess_cha do know about Fate, but the others don't. So that's just
No,
Yes.
I
that's
have
correct.
a little bit of a better understanding than KyrieAI about Fate, but not by much.
Yeah. I know very, very little about this.
Well, now you know what
We can-
magic is.
So once Honkai Star Rail has that collab, you'll know even more.
Oh God, we
Yeah,
can
we
shelve the
can look at
difficult topics for now. Philosophy is for the elderly.
Cool. Yeah, we got to go at a pace in which like the Honkai collab will make sense.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I finished my breakfast. This was all during breakfast. And pick up my bag. We haven't left the building yet.
No, that's true.
Oh, right. Gotta bring my pendant. I'm reluctant to take something so valuable to school, but it would be
So
a
I
waste to
don't.
leave it behind. No, it's a waste to leave it behind, so we're bringing it.
Okay, my bad.
I
I'm
mean,
so-
this thing's 100 years old. It's by far the most powerful jewel I have.
Well, Eternal, then this is going to be educational for you.
Yeah.
You're going to learn
Oh,
a
man.
lot.
We're
educational
gonna
is
learn
the
so
word.
much. Educational is definitely a word, especially as soon as more heroes come up and I'm going to have a conversation about the mythological differences and how that there's going to be a point where I break at some point.
Cool.
I
okay.
haven't yet. I tried to keep my cool every single time though.
No. We broke a long time ago. We decided to play this.
No.
So we're already broken.
No. Every time Red and Jess ever play FGO, I somehow always end up ranting about things.
What?
Okay, when it comes to mythological and historical representations versus the anime representation.
I'm not
Oh.
super knowledgeable on the mythological, but I am something of a history nerd. So we'll see if
Oh yeah, we're gonna have fun. Anyway,
Okay.
one could even say it's on an entirely different level. I obtained this gem after decoding my father's will last night. It's imbued with 10 years worth of my own magical energy.
okay.
Okay.
You got it last night. It's got 10 years worth of your magical energy. Sure. Okay.
I've been told that the Toshaka family has heirloom jewels passed down since the olden days, and this might be one of them. So this might even have more magical energy than 10 years on it. We just know it has 10 years.
At 10 of her years.
10 of her years. Toshaka mages specialize in the conversion and flow of power. Blah, blah, blah. We channel our magical energy into precious gems whenever we have a spare moment. Simply put, I'm the gun and the jewels are the bullets. That's a wonderful and healthy way of thinking of yourself. And there's nothing possibly wrong for a teenager to think of themselves as a gun.
I'm just saying, if you're a mage, you have no
I
business
just
thinking.
imagine approaching Rin. It's like, hey, I'm Penny. And Rin's like, hey, I'm Rin. I'm a gun.
No. You have to understand, Penning. The one thing I know about Rin is that she's a tsundere.
Okay.
And now you know she's a gun.
It's not like I want to be a gun or anything, Baka.
Correct. Correct answer, Pending. The main thing I've inherited from my father is the magic crest engraved onto my left arm. Then the school has no problems with the tattoo? Question mark? A magic
She
crest
has a
is
tattoo?
that's I'm guessing what the magic crest is, unless it's invisible. Is proof
Oh,
that
I
I'm
thought-
the heir
I
of
thought
our
she was-
lineage.
I thought she was talking about this necklace.
No, well, it might be the necklace, but no, it's not, right? She said it's on her left arm.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It is condensed to a tattoo. How does her school let her get away with that? Does she have to put makeup on?
She
I
wears
know
a
Japan
long
is very
sleeve.
anti-tattoo. I'm sorry, I read it before it. Can't let my guard down, even if it hasn't started yet. For now, I stow my pendant, my father's keepsake, in my pocket. You're not gonna wear it on your neck? That seems like a weird. It's my trump card. There's nothing I can't do with the power stored in there. It's 7:30. We're running to school, aren't we? I better leave soon if I don't want to be late for school. And one day, we'll leave this building. Oh, shit! Oh, God. My German is really bad. I understand. I will say, they are correct on what they wrote, but Schleichung Lock, Verharren Dre, Code 3. Oh, my God. Kill me.
Am I gonna say German stuff later?
No.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
It looks like Schleebung. I can't get that
It does
word
look
out
like
of my head.
Schleebung, but that B is an S, is a double S. I weave energy into a brief foreign phrase. Okay, she even knows that it's foreign. Okay.
That B is an S.
So, is this
It's
Japanese?
a double S.
Is this
It is-
Japanese?
She
Why'd they
is
pick
from...
German?
I don't know. I'm
Because-
sure it might be explained
Because
later.
German sounds cool, right?
It probably was that. It probably was really just that.
Red, is it going to be explained, or is it really just because German is cool
He
sounding?
uses German magic. I don't know what you want from me.
Okay.
So, no, he's got no idea.
Yeah.
As a mage, I can't neglect the security of my home base. My very expensive looking house that I live in by myself, that is apparently a 2-story house.
Yeah.
That still applies even if I've never had so much as a singular burglar, lost child, or stray cat wander into my home.
Based on that one room we've seen, we can surmise that there's like at least 3 dozen chairs in this house.
Apparently. Actually, I don't think the neighbors have ever even come over to say hello. She's so far away from people, she doesn't know who her neighbors are.
She doesn't walk around the house so much as she shimmies from chair to chair.
That's fine with me, but why don't I ever get any stray cats around here? Do they all die? Am I gonna learn a dark secret about this mansion?
Not this mansion, anyway.
That's the secret.
Ugh. I look up at the mansion that's been my home for over a decade. That's great. Fuyuki is a strange city. One side of the intersection dividing the residential areas is filled with old samurai estates, while the other side I'm on is an abundance of mansions built in European style. That actually is true, probably. There's a lot of cities like that in Japan. Apparently, a whole bunch of foreign families immigrated here long ago, but I've never seen a single foreigner around. Oh, wait, I actually think I know what area this is. There's even a cemetery for foreigners in Shinto. I've been watching too much Japanese real estate videos. The new part of the city across the river, but it was built for the generation that immigrated here. Maybe Japan just didn't suit them. Well, I don't know about that, but I make a mental note to ask the priest about it next time I visit the church.
That's pending, by the way. A priest?
I'm gonna answer that question apparently.
Apparently. He's nothing if not full of boring trivia, that's for sure.
Then why ask him if you find it boring? You don't have to. It's not
I don't know.
mandatory.
I don't know. Maybe she only thinks he's boring because she's a teenager.
Maybe.
Oh?
She's being cindery about it, probably.
Something feels off as soon as I step outside. That's weird. It's quieter than I thought. Actually, I think I know which neighborhood this is. There's no trace of typical morning bustle.
Saber appears here too. It's like, sorry, I'm still looking for the main character of this. Is that you?
Are we in the main chat doing that?
She tries to say yes, but completely fails.
Yeah. Says it in German. Saber doesn't understand.
Saber's like, sorry, I only know English. And walks off.
At 7:30 in the morning, there would normally be students and workers on their daily commute. I guess it's just one of those days. I don't think it's one of those days. Maybe everyone slept in. I don't think so. It's unusually cold today, so everyone must be snuggled up in bed.
You know, Rin Tosaka is a funny character.
She really is. She's just totally taking this in strides.
Could you imagine if everyone just collectively decided it's too cold and they're just not going into work today?
It's not even snowy outside.
Yeah.
It's just one of those days.
Yeah.
Still, though, ... Even if that were true, it's strange that there isn't a single student on the street. What were you gonna say, Kyrie?
It's fine. I'm just like, I would stay home if it was too cold.
I probably would too.
Fair.
At this time of day, you'd expect to see at least a school uniform or two.
We're gonna
And yet-
slowly, the cogs are slowly turning.
They are. She's like, is it Sunday? Did I miss school? And yet, from where I'm standing at the school gate, it looks like morning club activities are just starting up. Which can only mean her alarm went out too early.
Oh, Kyrie, you can take this first.
Oh my god, thank god. I have someone to talk to that isn't myself. Go, Kyrie.
Tosaka, you're awfully early today.
I knew it. With a light sigh, I turned to face the student who called out to me.
Sure is cold today.
Oh wait, is it me? I'm sorry, it doesn't tell me.
Oh,
Okay.
but this is.
Oh, the girl who addresses me so casually is Ayako Mitsuri. She's my classmate in 2A, and she has quite a history. Morning, Mitsuri. And sorry for the weird question, but do you know what time it is? Hmm? Oh wait, that's
Listen
Kyrie.
yet.
Kyrie.
It's not even 7 yet, damn it! You still asleep or something?
She waves her hand in front of my face as if to ask if anybody's home. Ayako is one of my few friends, and she knows I'm not a morning person. Wow, she let someone know that she's not a morning person? That's crazy.
It is actually kind of crazy.
She's probably figured out by now that I'm still not completely with it. The clocks at home are an hour ahead, all of them, apparently. I thought it was just my alarm clock, but the grandfather clock was off too. What's going on here? Is it daylight savings? No, it's too early for daylight savings. Father must have set the clocks to go haywire once I took the pendant out of the underground cellar. Did he?
Why?
Uh,
Yeah, I'm dead to wonder sometimes.
Tosaka?
My father, what a prankster.
Oh,
Red, continue. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Are you on your way to the morning practice, Mitsuri?
Troublemakers in the Kyoto Club. And we're down one of our best shooters. We need to put on a good show if we're going to attract first years in April.
I see. Sounds rough.
Way to show you care. Oh, wanna come see me? I'm sure the boys would love to know you're watching.
The Kyoto Club, huh?
What's
I'm
Keto?
acquainted. I think the archery club, right?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm acquainted with 3 of its members, specifically Japanese archery. One is Ayako, the girl I'm talking to now. I barely ever speak to the other 2. Of those latter 2, there's one that I actually can't explain away as simply an acquaintance.
That's a way to.
I became friends with Ayako, the club captain, because I've been watching the club from afar. I think I wanted to play it, to be a part of it, but never picked it. Okay, as long as it's just watching, I'll come. It's not like I have anything else to do this early in the morning.
Nice. Then let's get going.
One of our school's trademarks is its well-equipped archery range. The chair of the school board has a passion for Kyoto, traditional Japanese archery. So glad that the monologue decided to explain that.
They did it just for pending, in case you didn't answer his question.
In case, you know, so they built a magnificent range on campus. It's kind of a waste for a high school club, though, to be honest.
Dang.
Damn, wasting money on sports? What is this, America? Come on, let's go. There's still... Oh, wait, no, this is not me.
That's me. That's
Yeah.
totally me. Come on, let's go. There's still time before practice starts, so I'll get you some tea.
Ayako tugs on my arm, looking somewhat pleased. I wish they had the names on there, but I understand why they don't.
Yeah,
If I'm being honest, her brusque way of speaking is a bad habit.
Yeah, this visual novel is very novel-y, let me tell you.
No,
And
novels
single
even...
player-y.
Novels very well actually write generally who is speaking.
Yes.
It's still visual.
Now Chinese novels, in Chinese novels they don't do the same thing as the English novels, but they do this cool thing which I prefer, which is if a person is talking, they put the person's name and then a colon before the dialogue, which is really nice to read.
Okay.
So instead of saying Chiyoko said blah 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 blah, it's just Chiyoko ... dialogue.
So kind of like a chat room styled.
Sort of, yeah. As Ayako said, there's no one else at the range. We sip Japanese tea that's so hot it numbs my tongue, and we prepare ahead for today's class. I actually had some Japanese tea earlier because I had some green tea.
Did it also numb your tongue as you prepared for today's classes?
No. If it numbed my tongue, I wouldn't be here, would I?
I don't know.
You could have powered through it.
A hot drink is delicious in a quiet, wintry archery range. I guess it's technically still winter.
January 31st. Still winter here. It was freezing last week.
All right, I'll get right down to it. What's up with you today, Tasaka? Did you finally reel in something good? In someone good?
And ... She uses the occasion to ask me something completely ridiculous. You're getting just straight into it today,
That's still you.
That's still me? Okay.
Yeah.
Should I take the tone that to mean you beat me to the punch?
As you can tell,
Okay. Sorry. Remember how we were talking about why did a comma in the middle of the sentence for that line? This is one of those things. You may have to help me by if it stops and the question and it's a continuation of dialogue to just continue to click it until the sentence is cleared.
all right.
No comment. If you're not showing your cards, then neither am I. So, how about it? If you being so tired is anything to go by, I bet I'm right on the mark.
That I found a boy. No comment either, but I guess even if I tried to hide it, you'd see right through me. Sadly, not yet.
It's you.
What about you? Can you really afford to take your time on the romantic front?
What do you mean by that?
What? I don't know about Japanese teenage girls in 2004, but they're running apparently straight to marriage.
What a rude thing to say.
Well, you're not wrong. Things aren't looking too good. Sure, I could grab someone just for appearances, but quality matters, you know? I shouldn't compromise when my future's on the line.
Uh-huh. Are you that worried you'll make the wrong choice and lose to me? Wow, someone's getting competitive.
Well, they are being competitive about this. They're being
Obviously. The important thing here is that you lose to me. What I actually gain in the process is secondary, really.
Yeah, I feel bad for whoever the boys are.
Yeah. Main character's gonna have some real problems, isn't he? She chuckles confidently.
It's okay,
I'm
the main
sure.
character doesn't exist.
There's a lot of problems with the main character.
The biggest problem so far with the main character is he doesn't exist.
He's not around.
Is this supposed to be me, Red?
Let's see. Echoes, blah blah blah. I tip forward. Just right here. Yeah, it's quick jump that line. Why not?
Ha! We're 2 peas in a pod. I don't know whose line this is, and I'm just gonna go with it.
Oh, it was you. It was you.
I mean, you guys are 2 peas in the pod, so I guess either one of you could have said that.
Yeah, this sounds like it's my line.
It does.
I told you when we met that this is what it'd be like between us.
That we would be romantic rivals for some reason. She did, didn't she? Kill or be killed. I'm sure that's how it'll be between the two of us. Wow, we
Dang.
were murdering people for romance in war? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was genuinely... Oh, wait. Was that supposed to be her in the past? Oh, well. I was genuinely surprised to have someone say that right off the bat.
I think the bunch of lines is for, like, you know, the monologue. Or the...
I have no idea.
Or maybe not. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea. Translation. Our friendship won't bloom unless we're constantly trading blows. Is what Ayako was getting at.
Really means nothing.
It really means nothing. I agree with her. In the 2 years since then, I still haven't figured out whether she's my friend or my nemesis.
Unless. Next page. All right.
Unless.
Okay, alright. That's the page. For pages. Unless I'm wrong,
Okay.
and it proves me wrong here in 2 seconds. And by 2
Oh my
seconds,
God.
55 minutes, who knows?
Is how did we get on this again? Is this me? Oh, okay.
You started it, Tosaka.
You complained?
You-
No. Oh, sorry. Damn it. Color
That you
coding!
never have a
Ken,
boyfriend,
you're
so
right.
we decided to
Dying
make it a...
kid.
What is so wrong with color coding?
More in the game.
Right,
I
you
know they had
complained.
I know they had a
Game,
wired thin
guys.
budget, but come on.
You complained that you never had a boyfriend, so we decided to make it a contest to see who catches one first, remember?
Ah, right. That was the deal. We said that whoever loses has to do whatever the winner says for a day, right?
Is this going to be the
That's-
format for the entire visual novel, by the way?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you mean? Is this gonna be the format?
Well, is it going to be like this novel thing where we don't like see like a text box with a name indicating
Yes.
who's talking?
Good luck. Finding.
Really?
Good luck, Finding.
Oh God!
Oh, God. I hate
I
it
thought this was
already.
maybe just
Anyway.
like the prologue or something. They did this the whole game.
You got this. I believe
Okay,
you.
cool.
Dewey?
Is this
Dewey?
is this supposed to be me again?
No, I think it's me.
Okay.
Yep, I don't think even kids make deals like this anymore, but we're both sore losers.
Red, is there a mod to color code the dialogue?
Is there a mod? How's it? I mean, you know what? Just for you, I'll go look at whatever Fate Stay Night mods they have. But
You know
We're
what's
color
good? And
coding
while,
the dialogue, man.
I don't really know what kind of mods they would have for this game. Oh, there's the, replace the opening. That makes sense. Straight to menu.
no matter what happens, the loser has to honor the deal. Gotta say, I'm looking forward to winning. And with
Nice
that,
job.
we'll wait.
Nice job,
I
Kyrie.
can use this moment to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, 'cause let's see. Okay, so replace the opening. Restore the original 2004 music. Hate that 5-second long wait time when launching the game. All right, those are the 4 mods.
That's it?
Yep.
No one was like, man, it would be so much easier if we could understand who is speaking and color code the dialogue.
Jay, this is a long game. All right, you want someone to go through the entire game and color code the
Yes.
dialogue?
It is a
There-
remaster.
This is the remaster. I've seen weirder things in other games that are much longer than this probably, Red.
I'm just saying. Yeah, everyone listen to Saber.
Where's my mug? There it is. I'm gonna make some soup. I got water and instant miso soup, okay? I bought it for when I was sick.
I'm not a mod here, but
Yeah.
oh yeah. Please
Everyone
don't
listen
spoil it.
No
Please don't spoil
spoilers,
the
please.
spoil-
As a
yeah.
mod, I am telling you, no spoilers.
Yeah.
I still believe deep down we'll make it to Pending's character somehow.
You think so?
You think so? I don't even know about making my character.
You don't think it might?
I mean, do you think after we finally get to the first hour of class, they'll skip to the end of the day?
So I don't know, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know this story. I haven't played this game. Red told me that today was gonna be primarily me and Jay talking.
Listen, all right.
I haven't had a line so far.
Wait, we gave you lines.
You gave me pity lines.
True, they were
Call them
pity lines.
lines.
I would
You
call
were my-
them pity lines.
Listen,
They
all
weren't my
right.
character.
Pending put up a stink about some chiseled man and why he wasn't the chiseled man, and gave him the chiseled man's like 2 lines.
Listen, all
You know
right.
what? Wait, he was technically chiseled, man. You just couldn't see his face.
All right,
You can see his chiseled chin.
the prologue.
No,
is
it's the
mostly
dialogue.
Jay
The dialogue
Pending.
did describe him as being chiseled. Oh, is it my turn?
Am I the main character?
No.
No.
We've already
I think-
discussed this. We
There's a-
already
there's a
saw
list.
the main character.
Well, oh wait, you don't know who the people are in the list. So.
I don't know who the main character
Yeah.
is.
Look, the point is you've already seen the main character. The main character is the NPC you were complaining about at the beginning.
Does he talk?
Yes.
Yes.
Just not in the
When?
prologue.
When?
When?
Not right now.
I want to say he has a scene soon. TM.
He's gonna show up.
Do
I
we
mean-
have to get through the girls first? Do we have to get through the boy talk?
Yes, we have to get
Yes.
the talk first.
Oh
not in our-
god.
Class, is he? I thought he was in a different class.
He is in a different class.
Do you
Is
guys?
he,
Okay.
is he in this club?
What
Is
is
he
He
in the club?
is not currently part of this club.
Yet.
What is
I
what
think.
is the name?
So
of
he's
the
a
thing?
first year?
Is
No.
it the Bechdel test?
No.
Is it
I think he's a
Is
second
it-
year.
is it the Bechdel test where you determine, like, you judge a movie based on whether or not?
Well, these girls have only been talking about boys, so it already failed the best show test,
want-
if that's what you're asking
want you
about.
to-
yeah, is
I
that
want
what
to
it
know-
was?
I want you to know the anime for the Element Blades Works anime, not the original 2006 anime.
Okay.
When she was talking about herself, she was
The
talking about
anime-
another
The Element
boy.
Blades Works anime. They
Who was
they
her
put
father.
They made an episode 0, which was just the
Uh-huh.
prologue, and it was like an hour long.
Okay.
Really?
How
Are
far
you
into
kidding
that
me?
episode
Hour
This
long
will
was
we be now?
We'll get
you
through
know
it in
what?
an
Never
hour.
mind. With how many tangents we've been on, it probably could be an hour.
This is why we watch- this is why you watch the
at least
abridged
3
series.
hours to finish reading it.
You shut
Hello.
up.
Wait, there's an abridged series of this?
Yes.
For the Unlimited.
Is it
Blade
better?
Works. For Unlimited
No.
Blade
It's funnier.
It's funny.
It's funnier.
It's one of those bridges that make no sense if you don't actually know what's happening. You'll think it's funny,
Yeah,
Aw, I
you need
hate
to
that.
know. Yeah, you need to know
Yeah.
a lot of references.
but you also need to know
All
Fate
right.
Zero for the bridge series.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
You definitely don't need to know Helsing for Helsing Abridged.
Ayako snickers in delight. My goodness. I think that's the case for also SAO abridged. Ayako Mitsuri is, to put it mildly, a handful. Is she? I'll
I mean,
admit, I'm
yeah, I
looking
am.
forward to winning myself, so that goes for us both. I see, but Mitsuri, you can look forward to the future. Don't lose sight of the goal. There's more to our contest than being the first to finish.
I know. It's not a real victory unless it's a relationship that makes you green with envy. That's the biggest challenge.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna keep
Continue.
doing this until we find a way to distinguish. It's
I
fine.
know.
That's the biggest challenge for both of us, though. It doesn't matter how great of a guy he is if we can't bring ourselves to love him.
Ayako's sigh is heavy.
Good job.
Good job. From what I've heard, she's known to be a bit of a misandrous. Oh, she hates men. Cool.
That might make finding a boy a little hard.
That definitely would. Can't put too much stock in gossip, though. I mean, she could just start dating women, though. I guess
mean,
that's a little
yeah.
too early for 2004 anime. That she made this bet at all means that she just doesn't like boys, and the more she does and more that she hasn't found the right person. implying that she might find the right woman.
Is this a main character, by the way?
No.
No.
That aside, does she
Okay.
look like a main character?
I have no idea, but we spent so much time on her.
You saw her when she was
our
like 7.
She's the only. She's probably one of the few people that knows we're not a morning person.
I guess that's true.
Rei Tosaka doesn't talk to people, from what I understand. Wait, when did this become we? Shut up, teapot. I'll have you know that I'm not an ice queen like you. I have no problem liking a boy.
Not buying it. Maybe you just haven't realized it, but I can't imagine you getting soft on a boy.
Do you?
You're always getting asked out, and you've never once said yes. You'd think that if you were actually interested, you'd at least date a few. I'd say your record speaks for itself. You don't care about boys.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. You have no imagination at all, do you? What if I've already have feelings for someone?
Is it the main character?
I don't know. I think. Okay. Anyway, talk about tall.
That's her. That's Kyrie.
I'm definitely
Wow.
grasping at straws as to how to connect this to the rest of the game.
You will never connect it to the rest
You'll
of the
be
game.
surprised. You're gonna be surprised.
Okay.
Wow, talk
Anyhow,
about tall tales. But sure, I can appreciate a good romance.
Are you sure you can?
No, I
Ayako's
can't.
tone isn't mocking. She's not solemnly. So you're not supposed to be teasing me about this. Her side tells me that it would be nice if it were true. I don't believe myself. Wow, I can't really hide anything from her.
Still you.
So can I. I'm trying to open my miso, man.
I was the one
She's
that's like,
right.
and Q? Q your line? Q J's line? Q
Yeah.
Kyrie line? Q J line? Q Kyrie line?
That's gonna be your job, Red. She's right.
Oh, it's gonna be
We're the
rough.
director right now.
Listen, whenever we get to the main game and I'm the one doing all the narration,
I'm sure we'll get to that point, and then we'll be like, "Oh man, I feel so sorry for you, Red."
Wait, so Red, are you the main character?
yes.
Red will be the main
Yeah,
character.
Red is the main character.
So it's just we're in the prologue in a different character's point of view. Therefore, we will not see that. We only got to see a brief glimpse of the main character.
So this is like Star Wars, where the main character doesn't show up until like the end of the game.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
I said she's right, by the way. Why have we not moved on to the next line so I can read it?
It's hard.
I know very well how cold I am.
I offered to give you control.
I know, and I told you that would be the worst mistake in your life. I'll concede that I'm a novice when it comes to romance.
That you are. 2 peas in a pod, right?
Damn, it's already 7.
No.
Oh wait, nope, not me.
Nope.
Nope.
Damn.
Wait, my character would not say this out
Oh,
loud.
right.
Hold
It
on.
is already 7. We better cut the secret meeting short. Who knows when someone might walk in on us. Time to start acting like students.
Oh, look
As
at you.
opposed
What
to
a
what?
social what a social butterfly. It was worth waking up early just to see it.
Thanks for the follow.
They're secretly bitches. That's what they're telling us.
What
Penny.
was that? What was
I'm sorry,
that? What was that?
Did you just skip a whole bunch of dialogue?
That was
You
crazy.
skipped so much.
That
How'd
was
you
wild.
skip all that?
Shit.
Don't worry about it.
That would have happened a lot more often though if I was in control. So this is the first time that that's happened. That's pretty impressive. Is that supposed to be me or Kyrie?
Okay.
Okay.
Not as much as the great Rin Tosaka. I'm the David to your Goliath. Your ability to fake being a goody two-shoes at school is practically an alternate personality.
Ayako sniffs exaggeratedly. I empty the rest of my teacup she poured me and brew a new pot. See, what they're telling us, Pending, is that we're secretly bitches.
That is
Okay.
So, why not join a club? Don't feed me your usual bull about being unathletic. I still haven't forgotten how you beat me in every fitness test last year.
Oh well, this conversation's still happening. Okay.
Yep. You had me beat in lung capacity, though. And wait.
Damn.
Damn, am I calling her fat?
Holy.
Yeah, I gained 3 kilos.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
that's
man.
nothing to celebrate, damn it. You tricked me.
I have to slash the table. Get tricked, I guess.
That's you.
Oh, is it my
day?
Oh, careful, you might spill the tea. Shouldn't the club captain be taking better care of the place?
Not
I'm
the
looking for
tea.
spinach.
Rival first and club captain somewhere after that. If there's no one else around, you can bet I'm ready to take the fight to you.
Also, I can't remember my Dr. W.
Ayako side-eyes me with a huff. She has a unique idea about beauty. A beautiful woman must walk the martial path. Are we sure she's not a lesbian? She always goes on about that. That's such a lesbian thing to say.
It'd be funny.
Not surprisingly, she's well versed in most martial arts. Judo was the discipline she was least skilled at, so she joined the club and worked her way up to captain. And actually, I could see myself doing something like that. She probably was one of the top 3 people in her school you'd least want to mess with.
Jay.
Should you really be saying that you stop being a captain if none of your club members are around? I sip my soup.
Why not? Only captain for show. I could just have the more unruly members take care of any of the grunt work.
Do you?
Plus, there's better shooters than me anyway. I don't have any captain's honor to defend.
That's so. I recall Miss Fujimura saying that you were the best they had.
I guess to be fair, like, the game usually has voices, so I guess it's easier to tell who's who.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, often.
Coming from her, that's a bit of an ego boost, but still, she's only saying that because of the guy who left. You're right, though. If Miss Fujimura thinks that much of me, I better act like a real captain.
The other character I voice.
You do get the
That's
voice
the
Fujimura.
So
Yes.
now she has to act like a real captain and a real student.
Wow.
Yes,
right?
that's the spirit. And speak of the devil, here come your club mates now. Time for me to
Yeah.
go. But make
She
sure
has
you do
so
your
many
part.
obligations.
Don't sound so excited about that. What? You're not going to watch a shoot?
I wouldn't understand it even if I did. It's one thing to watch from afar, but the uninitiated shouldn't loiter in the dojo. Just as I get up to leave, the first club members begin to entering the archery range. Oh, great!
Yeah, Kyrie. This is one of your characters.
Oh, this is actually a character? Hold
Yeah.
up.
This one's actually, this one's actually one of her characters. Well, this is
Wait, what's her name? What's her name?
Sakura.
Okay.
Okay.
This is one of the ones that if we had another person, they'd be taking over. But we don't have another person, so.
Good morning, Captain.
You're welcome to try to drag someone here, though.
Morning, that's all. Are you by yourself today? Yes. I'm sorry. I couldn't convince him to come. It's fine. If he doesn't want to, there's no point forcing him.
Ayako speaks to the first club member to arrive.
I'll be going.
No,
Oh,
wait,
no, that's
me.
you.
Jay.
That's you.
I'll be going then. See you later, Mitsuri.
It'd help if there was more people on the screen. I don't know which one of them is saying this.
One of them calls her Tosaka, the other one doesn't.
Okay, yeah, later Tosaka.
I guess she does call her Tosaka.
They both say Tosaka.
Listen, alright.
Osaka's my last name. They call people by their last name in
Listen,
Japan,
One
Red.
of them calls Tosaka. The other one calls her Tosaka Senpai.
True.
Have a good
But
day, Tosaka.
I guess they don't have that in the English.
I
I'm
guess
guessing?
not.
Thanks. Hang in there, Sakura. This person I barely know, who is not my friend, who doesn't know my dirty secret of being terrible.
But you don't worry. In the voices they say senpai, so.
I'm sure. I leave the dojo behind me, so not to get in their way. In the way. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, Jess.
Oh, Jess has words.
Oh, I have words. Morning, Morning, Tosaka. Funny running into you so early.
You really were going for it.
Well, oh no, and here comes the person I least wanted to see.
See the main character?
No. Is Red voicing him pending?
Yes, not.
Oh, so he has blue wavy hair? That can't be.
No.
Yeah.
Main
One of his
character can't
eyes
look
is
that
off.
sassy.
One
Yeah,
of his eyes is also sinking.
he looks like he's the flirty playboy type. You know,
He does.
We all just
is that accurate to his personality? Can anybody? Oh yeah, see, I
Okay.
called it. It's the hair.
we all just
It's like Raphael from Love in Deep Space.
Of course.
Can we all take it? Can we all just take it?
Pending's having a breakdown right now, guys.
We take a moment to all just look at his left eye. What?
I can't even understand what Pending's saying.
I can't either. Pending, you can't speak French here. We don't
Can we-
understand.
Can we all just look at his left eye for a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little weird looking.
It looks to me like it's sinking.
You know what's the worst part, Pending?
Uh-huh.
His mouth is all on the right and not anywhere near the left. And extremely close to his nose. Yep.
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 I'm glad you like
Now
it.
I'm going to try to take this seriously, so you're gonna need to take a deep breath, Pending.
You got this, Pending. I believe in you.
All right. I'm good.
Especially since he's gonna be not a main character, but a constant character that's gonna show up.
Oh dear, no.
He's
Okay,
definitely
this is fun.
he's definitely gonna show up a lot more than that girl we just saw. Not
Yeah, because he's
It's
the
okay.
best. He's the best friend character, right?
Oh.
No, okay, never mind. I made a mistake
That was
because I
very
don't know.
highly debated.
Yes.
You'll see the best friend. You'll see the
best.
best friend character when he appears.
Don't worry.
Good morning, Mateo. You're here early.
Of course I am. I'm the captain. So I
Oh,
need
he's the
to set-
rival.
So I need to set a good example for the first years.
Don't worry. Jess is also voicing the best friend character.
Ah, I see. That's not going to be confusing later.
Now when he does
Shinji
this voice.
Mato from Class 2C grins at me.
Oh, his
You
name's
can tell-
Shinji? Oh, he's screwed.
Oh, yeah, he is. And not only that, but he's in 2C, which means he's a dumbass. As I'm in 2A. He's the vice captain of the Kyoto Club and the darling of half the girls at school.
They all love his left eye.
It's mostly thanks to his looks, of course. But he's also admired for his good grades, social graces, except for he's in 2C, which means he probably doesn't have that good of grades. But anyway, being kind to girls and being an overall heartthrob or
Hey,
something like that.
The student council president's in 2C.
I am not going to question. I just know the very basics of it. And normally, in order to be in 2A, you have to
Super
rank
smart.
the highest in class. So anyone in 2C is not super smart. Not saying that they're super dumb. They're not in 2D or 2F or 2E. I don't follow that kind of stuff. It's just what I hear my classmates say. I see. Hate to burst your bubble, but I'm pretty sure you forgot. You're forgetting an important part of that, Matao. Try to remember next time.
What's that?
Jess.
Vice. I don't care whether you're a captain or a vice captain, but if you're gonna make a point of leaving it out, people might think it bothers you, vice captain. The bitch is coming out strong.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Tosaka.
Not sure I did anything you should thank me for, but hey, I'm not going to stop you. With that, I turn to leave the range.
Well, hang on. You're here to watch, aren't you? You're more than welcome to stay.
Pass. I don't want to interrupt your practice. Translation, I don't want to be here at all.
I don't mind at all. If anyone says otherwise, I'll kick them out. So why don't you stick around?
I already said I don't want to intrude.
Jay.
It's not as if I'm particularly interested in Kyoto.
Go, Jay.
I'm not really excited to watch a bunch of people I don't know shooting arrows.
What's that, Tosaka? You don't care about Kyoto?
Kyoto's a city. This is why you're in 2C.
Kyoto? Huh. I must just be confused after seeing you watching us after school so many times. ...
I don't understand what he's playing at, but he seems to have seriously misunderstood things. So you knew Matao?
Yeah, our eyes meet often, you and I. I saw you watching me. I wanted to call out to you, but you know how it is. I can't raise my voice on the range.
Ew. Shinji starts closing in on me. I look.
Slanted eyes.
Shinji look close.
Hendon
Starts
would
closing
be
in on
laughing
me,
in his
looking
face.
pleased with himself. I don't know. I just want out of this situation. Please continue. I see the triumphant glint in his eye, competing with an affable smile. You
Wait,
okay? I was about to say, are you trying to skip Jess's line?
No, that was the game on its own.
I had it wrong all along. I thought you liked watching us shoot, but you aren't interested. Why were you watching then, Tosaka? ...
I'm just really confused by your eye.
Lesbian.
It's like a train wreck that draws me in.
Now I see. It would sound like that, wouldn't it? Would you mind taking a step back, Matao? I like my
No.
personal space.
What was that, Tosaka?
I'm gonna kick you in the... Wow, you're still not getting it. This isn't my usual style, but I guess it... Oh wait, nope. This is him, isn't it?
It's still you.
Okay, this isn't my usual style, but I guess it's what it'll take. Here, I'll make this real simple so even you can understand. I am even less interested in you than I am in Kyoto. I don't even know who you were in the club, and I doubt I'll remember next time either. Get fucked!
What did you just say?
I must have touched a nerve because he tries to grab me roughly.
Wow.
I'll have you know, I was in a Navy SEAL.
Look, I could already tell, pending by his cockeyed eye, that he was not a cool character. That's why when he got closer, I was very not happy.
What do you mean? Everyone loves that character. Everybody.
Oh,
Out of his
boy.
reach and turned to leave.
Loves that
Shut
character.
up.
Mean. What do you mean?
Do they love watching him die? Is that why they love that character?
They plot it. Because I would be
I
part
don't
of
know.
that plotting committee.
I don't know if he actually dies or not for the record. I'm just hoping that is the case. Bye, Matao. Sometimes a little self-consciousness can do you good.
Tosaka,
Amen.
you little...
Shinji sounds like he's about to say something, but he keeps his temper and doesn't chase after me. ... The guy is all style, no substance. If he had a little backbone, the people around him wouldn't suffer nearly so much.
He starts stomping his feet.
I take the rear entrance into the campus from the archery range. It's past 7 now, but there still aren't students in the hallways.
Oh, Jay.
Oh!
Look.
Hey, it's Tosaka! Morning, Miss Fujimura. Yep, good morning to you. I just love you're so polite to the teachers like me. The strange woman pretends to sob in delight. It may be hard to believe, but this extraordinarily affectionate and happy-go-lucky woman is actually a teacher here. She does look like a preschool teacher based off of her clothes. Is that supposed to be Rin or Tosaka? Or not Rin, I'm sorry, those are both the same. Is that supposed to be Rin or Fujimura?
Rin, I'm
Oh, that's
assuming.
Rin.
It is Rin.
Rin, I'm assuming.
Is there another way to say good morning? There sure are! The first years all greet me properly, but once they're upperclassmen, they stop using my surname. Don't follow their example, alright? Oh, I'm not quite sure I understand, but I wouldn't be rude to you. Good girl. How I wish they could be more like you, Tosaka. With a parting wave and a see ya, Miss Fujimura leaves. Fortunately, she isn't my homeroom teacher. Miss Fujimura teaches English. Her sunny attitude belies her expert rank in Japanese fencing, kendo. In her student days, they called her the Fuyuki Tiger. That's the mystery, though. You'd think someone known as a tiger would be feared, not adored, right? Miss Fujimura clearly heads off in the direction of the archery range. For some reason, she's the faculty advisor to the Kyudo Club instead of the Kendo Club.
Soon, TM.
Drama!
It's only been half an hour.
It's just before 7:30.
It's taken us 2 hours to get through this.
That clocks pretty well. I can see students doing their club activities on the school grounds, but there's hardly anyone indoors. I feel like we just talked about this, except ...
We could.
You read it, Red.
No, isn't
No,
this?
we
Isn't
could
this Issei?
We could give this character the pending. I'm just saying.
We could.
Oh, this is.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I mean,
Class president. He looks like a class president.
Well,
Okay.
wait, isn't this the same guy's? No, okay, yeah, this is a different guy.
No, this is a different guy. This is class president. The other guy doesn't.
Yeah,
is
this
not
guy has
class
glasses.
president.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
Jess-
Yeah,
Jess's
This
voice
guy's
is-
eyes
Glasses.
is thinking.
You know.
and he's
Yeah,
got
and his eyes are
multiple-
relatively
Yeah,
straight.
Penny can be this class president.
Probably
I'll be
using the
class
glasses
president
as
of
a
the other
line to
one.
guide the eyes to make sure that the eyes are straight.
So wait, am I this person?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
get this guy.
Okay, is this a character? Is this a main character?
No.
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 I'm gonna
Okay.
just say no.
Class
Alright.
president.
This is just another random character.
Yeah,
I'm
his name is
sorry.
class president.
You were a
It's not even his real
dad, now
name.
you get to be class president. Isn't that great?
Cool. All right. Tasaka.
He always blurts out my name like I did something wrong every time he sees me. Well, if it isn't the student council president, it's a little early for patrolling campus, isn't it? Or are you maybe fixing up the club rooms? You're diligent as always. Not that I care.
You
You
went on
have
quite
You got this
a,
pending.
you
You
went
got
on
this.
a
You can do
monologue there
this.
for something you didn't care about.
I'm a Sudere! I won't say that out loud, but I'm a Sudere. What do you want from me, Pending? Just read.
You're certainly not a person of few words. And just what are you doing? You're not even in a club. So why are you here so early?
I just felt like it. I'm not an early riser like your family, Ryudo. dot. The student council's president's handsome face darkens with suspicion. He seems to have it out for me. I really don't know why.
I want to know if he has a wedgie.
He probably does.
With how he's
Like
holding
in
his pants.
Yeah, he's hiking
Yeah.
his pants so far up that you can actually see the floor underneath.
Maybe
Just like you have to
they're
have
high
a-
risers. Maybe it's a high-rise pants, or we're really short.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe me saying temples are so dull pass is what started it. Oh, we insulting is he the boring guy with trivia?
No.
No.
Is he related to the boring guy with trivia?
No.
No.
I see.
He's dying.
I am. I'm fine.
One question for you. Have you been staying late on campus lately? Tosaka?
Nope. I'm in the go home club. You know that.
Naturally. As the appointed student council president, I am well acquainted with all of our students' affairs. I know everything about everything. For I am the student council president.
It's true, he is the student
In
council
an
president.
anime.
Oh, in an anime, yeah.
That's nice. I'm not sure why you bothered asking me then. I hope you're not trying to pawn your student council work off on outsiders. Spy on your fellow students yourself. Don't ask me. It's got nothing to do with me. The bitchiness is real.
In what way are you an outsider? Don't think I haven't noticed the way you used your wiles to get your hooks into our treasurer, you vixen.
I apparently tried to go after a treasurer, huh? Well, that was uncalled for. Mitsuri just asked me to publicize your club's budget allocation. Don't the students have a right to know how their funds are being spent? I'm sorry, I'm eating the seaweed.
That's all it was to you, was it? The psychological damage you inflicted on the treasurer made her take an entire week off. I shouldn't be surprised to see just how twisted your ethics are.
Yeah, could care less.
You disgust me.
Look who's talking. You ought to keep your staff on a tighter leash. Playing favorites with the cultural clubs doesn't seem fair to me.
I know that. That's why I was going to audit them myself.
Oh.
I fixed it, Issei.
It's
Who's
fixed,
this?
you say. It's main character, I think.
This is the main character?
Yeah,
He looks better than in the picture with Saber.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's
To his
crazy.
hair,
I could see his
which is
eyes this time,
surprising.
you know?
He has hair. And
His
it's
eyes are
red.
too
It looks
big.
like red.
His eyes are
Yeah.
as big as his ears.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because he's the main
Oh,
character, you know?
Oh,
Main
man,
characters have to have big eyes.
Sometimes being an anime character does that to you.
His
Yeah.
eyes
I don't like that.
vastly bigger than the student
His
council
ears
president.
are kind of like elephant ears, actually.
Well, a student council president is supposed to be a very snarky, smart man, I'm sure. Just then, an unexpected visitor makes his presence known.
He's got a wedgie too.
They all got wedgies. I think their torsos are really short in this anime style. Right, I think that's... No, it's
That's not
pending.
me. That's
Pending.
Oh, this is me? Okay. Oh, sorry, Yoma.
Emiya.
Emiya, you're doing all the
Emiya,
work
okay.
while I'm out here. I just asked for your help with the repairs. Forgive me.
Don't worry
No,
about it.
oh, not me. I'm sorry. I've been talking for so long. I just assume now every time the dialogue shows up. I'm sorry.
Where's the next one? We don't have much time.
The AV room, then. The equipment's been acting up for a while, and it finally gave up the ghost.
Dun dun dun.
If it's completely broken, I can't fix it. It'd be easier to buy a new one.
You're right, but I'd still appreciate you taking a look at it. It looks like it's on its deathbed to me, but you might be able to nurse it back to health.
Oh, so he's smart in the sciences and can fix things, huh?
Okay.
He is Mechanic Boy.
He is Mechanic Boy, that's true. Okay, I'll try.
Beckoned by the other student, the president leaves. Thank God. Dot dot dot.
That
Stop
was my
thinking.
only scene.
stop thinking during the sudden turn of events. The other boy, wrench and screwdriver in hand, turns as if he'd remembered something. Does he remember something?
You're early today, Tosaka.
What the fuck? He awkwardly mutters and leaves. Was that supposed to be a greeting? The president and the student call Emiya walk off into the distance. That would be Shirio Emiya from Class 2C. I hope that's all it was. How do I put it? ... The wrench looked right at home in his hands, but I'm not sure if it's because it makes him look tough or handy.
We did it. We found the main
Is she
character.
saying he looks like a Yakuza character?
We found the main character.
Nice.
At 7:30 a.m., there's nobody else in classroom 2A. It's still 7:30.
I also
7:30,
don't.
but there's a bunch of bags on the tables.
I also don't.
No,
think we're gonna see the main character again. I don't think we're gonna see him again in this prologue.
Cool. Okay.
Technically.
Oh my god.
It's 2:30 a.m. Okay, I take a seat at my desk and flip through the math workbook.
We still haven't met the character that you said that I was going to be spending this stream voicing.
Okay, maybe
There's
maybe
still,
next stream.
we might get to them, maybe. There's still 30 minutes until the morning homeroom. I've got time to kill until my classmates start arriving. I'm assuming they show up at some sort of time skip, right? Or are we really going through the entire school day just doing nothing but talking about my day?
Look, all right, he might show up at nighttime.
Oh,
Happy
my
7:30 a.m. by the way.
Uh-huh. We gotta show up at 7:30 p.m. since we keep talking about 7:30?
No.
Oh, we've skipped! It's 4th period! We're no longer 7:30!
Oh,
It's
thank
no
God.
longer morning. We've escaped the morning.
Also,
No.
it's supposed to be lively, but there's no one at the desk.
Listen,
The
all
classroom is as lively as lunch break begins after 4th period.
right? Small indie game.
There's background noise. That counts, right?
There.
My school has a cafeteria, so only about half of the students stay in the room. Oh, I guess because they don't bring their own food. It's mostly girls that stay behind. I guess the girls are making their own bento.
I
The
guess
girls
so.
think the cafeteria is a little too liberal with the season. Oh, too much salt in the food. That might help them gain weight. Really, game? So, ...
All right, Jess, pending me.
What?
Who wants this girl? I'll take this girl then. Tosaka, would you like to have lunch with me?
Oh, thank God, I'm not talking to myself. We girls tend to enjoy our lunches as a group. I'm sorry, I can't Sagusa, but thanks for asking. I'll be eating at the cafeteria today. I overslept this morning, so I didn't have time to make lunch.
Of course. Sorry for ambushing you with that.
Saigusa looks guiltily at her feet. Among the refined and well-behaved students of Class A, she's the most demure. For some reason, she's really nice to me. Probably because you're the popular girl. There's nothing to apologize for. I just didn't have time to make lunch today. Please, ask me again tomorrow. I let her down as gently as I can and offer a genuine smile. Oh my God, I'm actually smiling at people and I mean it.
Oh, okay. So even you sleep in too, huh?
Perhaps my smile made her feel better. Sagusa, I'm never gonna get this name, turns back to her table and looking relieved.
And Ren lies as naturally as she woke up late, she said. ... She's adorable. Yukika Sagusa isn't drop dead gorgeous, but her smile always puts everyone around her at ease. It does happen. I don't let it show, but I'm not a morning person. I can't get up early enough to be in any clubs. I mean, I thought it was only the sports clubs that were in the morning generally, but what do I know? Sagusa somehow maintains an elegant air even when startled. Watching her reactions is always so calming, but that doesn't mean I have time to stand here and talk.
If I keep up a conversation with someone so disarming, the real me is bound to show herself. I'm off to the cafeteria then. Enjoy your lunch.
You too, Tosaka.
Sakusa and I exchange some graceful greetings, and she turns to her friends. I see that she's eating with Kaede Makidera and Kane Himuro.
These people we never talk to anymore.
Oh, right. Wasn't Sasuke the track and field club manager? Makidera and Himuro are the track and field club's rising stars. Makidera is a bad influence with whom I go window shopping on days off, but I don't know Himura too well.
Go pending.
Wait, this is me?
Yeah, go pending.
Just go.
Who am I voicing right now?
The girl on the left.
The girl with the black hair.
Oh,
She's a track star.
looks like you got dumb sushi.
Sachi.
Sachi. Told you that Tusaka didn't bring you lunch. If you want to hook her, what?
Hook her into
If
the
you
club,
wanna-
I think.
If you want to hook her, you gotta bring enough food for both of you.
Go, Jess.
Maki, can't we just go to the cafeteria for two then?
Pending.
Nah, it's too cramped in there to share space with us brown baggers.
That sounds
What?
really, really bad.
What does that mean?
It means they have like
People who bring
They
their
have-
lunch
Yeah.
home, but it
They have
sounds like
brown bags
it
and
sounds
paper
like
bags.
a slur.
Yeah, the brown paper bags you put food into.
Okay. Plus, it's really annoying how boys stare when you sit next to Saka. The last time we hung out, she hogged all the attention. She's an overachiever and all swanky too. I can't take it.
Uh-huh. Makidera takes a hold of Sasuke's desk as she continues to rant about me. Despite her foul mouth, she actually wears a kimono really well, like a picturesque Japanese beauty.
Jess.
Maki no G. Lady Tosaka can hear everything you're saying.
Jay. How could this happen? What a tragedy.
Huh.
We're stuck.
Meanwhile, Himura's cool and solid demeanor are a complete foil to that of Makidera.
Thanks, JT.
Sorry, it wasn't. Yeah, I asthma medication, man.
Makes sense. I understand.
It's fine.
Pending.
Meds are important.
Oh crap, did you hear me? I bet she's totally glaring at me.
Oh, I don't think she's glaring at you.
This is me?
Yeah.
She's totally shooting lasers. It's the scariest when she's smiling at you. Oh, come on, just let it slide. We're pals, remember? I treated you to a taiyaki that one time?
Kaede Makidera puffs her cheeks into a pout, waving her disposable chopsticks in the air. Would you believe that her hobby is collecting wind chimes? The world works in strange ways. ... At any rate, it's rude to Saigusa to stare at the three of them. Caught between me and the foul-mouthed Makidera, Saigusa looks like she doesn't know what to do with herself. Is that supposed to be me?
Yes.
It's alright, Saigusa, I don't know. Just keep going with the name. And Makidera? I was the one who treated you to crepes, not takoyaki. You really ought to fix how often you work in the hyperbole.
That smile scares the daylight out of me.
I
Also,
figured she was doing it with a
That's
smile.
how you spell takoyaki? Okay, then.
Tayaki. Yeah, I don't think that's how you're
it's
supposed-
Tayaki.
It's Tayaki. I can't read. Makidera
okay.
holds up her lunchbox lid in some kind of shield. I bid the odd trio farewell and leave the classroom.
Taiyaki is a fish.
It's
it's
the
a
red
cake.
bean
Yeah, red
cake,
bean.
yeah.
Fish cake.
The fish thing,
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Shaped like a fish.
And slide the door closed. Really? You couldn't have this on the previous page? Whoops. No shit, Sherlock.
And now pending.
Give me a break. Taiyaki, crepes, what's the difference? They're both sweet things wrapped in carbs.
I mean, that's not wrong. Makidera utters something blasphemous for a girl.
Now, Penny, I need to tell you something very important about those 3 girls we just saw.
Yes.
They're extremely ultra important to the story.
I don't believe you for a second.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know if we'll ever see
Dun,
them
dun,
again.
dun. The screen's gotten in reversed image
Negative.
filter on it. Inverse.
Negative.
Negative. Whatever. She thinks Taiyaki and crepes are the same? Is she even human? Are all desserts the same to her? Oh, we getting real serious about these desserts. If
Oh,
I had known
no.
that her taste buds can't distinguish Fleur's 500 yen very, very berry from an 80 yen taiyaki at Edomaya, damn you, Kaede Makira, I could have saved 420 yen! Wow, what am I getting upset for? That's a great question.
Something was gonna happen.
No, I
I must
understand.
still
Ren.
be
I
tired from
understand,
last
Ren.
night. I also understand, but also that was a bit much. The cafeteria sounds like a pain. So I'll just buy some bread from the counter and eat on the roof. I'm gonna meet the main character again.
I'm sorry, Jay. You think you're gonna see the main character again in the prologue?
I don't
Wait.
know.
Isn't the main character supposed to be on the roof?
He's in a different. I don't know where he's at right now.
No, he's at the student council room.
Oh, he is in the student council room. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
because he's helping fix electronics, right? I purchased my lunch and head to an unoccupied roof. Though it's different in the summertime, during the winter the roof is a convenient place to eat that other students tend to avoid. It's too cold to hang out here during lunch, but that's a small price to pay for privacy. So that way I can be my true bitchy self. Time to eat! I indulge in a tomato sandwich and hot lemon drink I bought from the cafeteria. It's a simple lunch, made all the more delicious by the fact that I can enjoy it here in peace. Whew. I finish the sandwich and sip on the warm lemony drink. I'm a little tired. Are we gonna fall asleep? It's hard to balance being an overachiever with avoiding human contact as much as possible. Is overachiever finally overachieved too far and is gonna accidentally ditch class? Because that'd be amazing. As the saying goes, one should be accomplished at both the pen and the sword. It's a point of pride. No, conviction that I must be the top student of the school. I decided that if I was going to be a student, then I would have to be the very best. I don't want people looking down on the Tosaka name. I don't think anyone knows anything about your name, Tosaka, but that's how Rin Tosaka came to be a perfect, flawless student. On the other hand, my occupation as a mage is dangerous, so I shouldn't associate too much with normal people. When a mage is discovered by the public, she has no choice but to eliminate witnesses to protect herself. That's not healthy. Anyway, let's continue. I'd rather not resort to that. No shit, Sherlock. That's why I keep my social interactions purely superficial, out of necessity. I hang out with only Makidera on my days off, and I turn down invitations for more sociable people like Sasagusa. It's difficult walking the tightrope of being the number one student at school while making sure I don't become anybody else's number one. And sure, there are times when it tires me out and I feel like life is a real drag. Oh, it's already time. I finish the hot lemon drink and stand up. That's enough sentimentality for today. Time to go back downstairs and become Rin Tosaka again. But the person on the roof is still Rin Tosaka. Rin? Oh god,
Oh.
future looks awful.
I think I want to say it was pending.
Oh, is this me?
I want to say.
Okay, is this a character that's actually going to be in the game?
That's a difficult question.
For a
to
while.
answer.
Pending. You can't be
It's
asking
yes
that.
until
This
he's
is the
not.
prologue.
All right, apparently. Okay, I'll roll with it.
It's my teacher, apparently, so maybe we'll see them again.
Homeroom is over. Make sure to log your day shifts and lock the doors and windows. What? I guess okay, that's fine. If you don't have any club activities, try to get home quickly.
There's a murderer around.
Class 2A's teacher gives his usual spiel and leaves the room. As far as I know, he said it exactly the same way all year. So you have to repeat it the same way the next time he decides to talk, Pending in that exact same voice.
With the same confusion over the first line.
Oh, it's Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Tosaka, are you going home already?
Yeah, I had a run-in with Matao this morning, so I want to leave before it gets out of hand.
I figured. You sure had a temper this morning. You must have put him through the ringer.
Did he now? Sorry for the trouble.
It wasn't, really. Matao's always hard on the younger students. It helps them build character.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. I'll make it up to you later.
Sure. I hope it doesn't put you off. Stop by again sometime.
I make my way home without any detours. My time as Rin Tosaka, the honor student, ends once I leave the school. I mean, I feel like you would have to at least wait until you go home. What if someone sees you on the way home? The next half of the day is reserved for the other me. I have to become a mage of the Tosaka. Mm-hmm.
Back into the room. The patio.
The parlor.
The parlor, yeah.
When I arrive back at the house, I'm greeted by the pulsing light of the answering machine.
Oh, this is pending.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Voicemail, that's rare. Figures, it's KyrieAI.
No,
I have a feeling I know what he's going... What?
I said, no, it's Kyrie.
Yeah.
It's Kyrie, yeah. Look, I'm having a tough time, okay?
I think Kyrie is actually correct, but you know.
No, it's the joke for my name.
That's the
Everybody
joke,
says
yes.
it's Kyrie fun.
Yeah. I have a feeling I know what he's going to say, but I'd better listen to it or I won't hear the end of it later. I press the play button and hear a familiar male voice. You hear that, Penny? A familiar male voice.
How old is this character?
Oh, I don't know, but he has quite a deep voice. Oh, man.
He's very old.
I wouldn't say he's very old. He's not super
He's
old.
like 40.
He's four. I'm sorry, in anime 40 is old.
I mean that's not far off from my age, but whatever.
Hold on.
I know.
You know what? I'm gonna look
It's
up what
not
his
far
actual
off from my
is.
age either, Pending, but
Ning,
you
you're
know,
forever 24. Don't let him
in
get to you.
anime,
Thank
in
you.
anime, they think anyone who's 40
He's as
years
old.
old is
He's as
is
old as
grandpa.
Oh,
Rin's. He's a little older than Rin's dead dad.
he's 38.
Okay, he's 38
Okay.
Wow, close enough.
and old.
It's me. As I'm sure you're aware, tomorrow is the time limit, Rin. We have a problem if you procrastinate any further. There are only 2 spots left. I must assure all the masters are in order soon.
Oh, it's the priest.
Oh,
The
okay.
priest cuts straight to the point.
If you plan to forfeit your right as a master, let me know by today. It will take time to dispatch a substitute mage.
Liar, I bet you could find a backup right away.
You have already shown signs of a command spell.
promptly summon your servant and bind them to it.
Of course it's a... Oh,
No,
wait, no,
it's
it's
still-
still
it's still
him.
him,
Never
it's still
mind.
him.
Sorry, Pending.
It's okay. Of course. It's a different discussion if you choose not to take part in the Holy Grail War.
Holy Guild War.
Guild War. Did you ever play that game? It was okay. I hear Guild Wars 2 was better, but I never tried, so I don't really know. If you fear for your life, then come to church with all due haste.
The voicemail ends. He's not creepy at all. ... It was a clear message in simple language. I don't know about that, but sure. If you're going to fight, then be ready by today. If you aren't, then retire because you're in the way. I don't need you to tell me that.
I will send you that voicemail in.
It's only to be expected, I guess. Today's the last day. I can drag this out.
I have an insane amount of free time.
Thankfully, I managed to decipher Father's notes yesterday. Man, that voicemail machine is going up a lot longer than I thought. My battle preparations are in order.
How's your day been? Do you watch the Leafs?
All
How do
that's
you
left
think
is
this
to
season's
seize the
going?
right to participate. That, as he said.
Did you happen to check out the Four Nations face-off? I'll be honest, I did not think...
The Holy
I did
Grail
not
War, ... A fight to the death over a single chalice. A ritual that has gone on for centuries, ...
I did not expect much from it, but it turns out...
The
players
mages who
really
take
get
part
it
in the
well.
Holy Grail War are called Masters.
I'm not a big fan of Jimmy
Doesn't
Fallon, but
denote
did
a
you
rank
hear
of
that...
any kind. It
did you
merely
hear that
describes the
Chuck-
role.
Did you hear that Chuck called that game bigger
There's
than
a
the
condition to
Stanley
participate in the Holy Grail War.
Cup? That was pretty crazy, right?
You must summon a familiar called a servant and form a contract with them.
By the way, what did you think of the new
Regardless of
Captain
your skills
America?
as a mage, you are not recognized as a master unless you summon a servant.
I've heard people criticize it because it's a hook.
There's a
villain.
clear difference between servants and normal familiars.
Did you hear that Harrison Ford wasn't
The
originally?
way you summon and use them are
Why
different.
is that?
Mages who plan to fight in the Holy Grail War prepare summoning catalysts, but ...
I have nothing else to do today.
I
I'm
wish
just gonna keep
you
going.
something to a saver. Ugh.
Hey, do
I
you
don't
have
own any
a
relic.
you have
with a
credit
connection to
card
a
or a
servant?
PayPal account I can borrow? I really want
I
to do
can
some
summon
gacha
one
rolls in
test.
Honkai Impact.
In fact, I could do it right now if I wanted to, as well as form a contract.
I can pay you back. I'm not asking for money. It's just
This
that I don't
town's
have
ley lines
either
are
of
under the
those,
jurisdiction
but
of
I have
Tasaka.
cash. I'll trade you cash.
I'm the heir to a clan that's administered the land for generations, so my performance will not take a back seat to some
It's just that
visiting
the dumb
mage.
Kiana is on the banner, and I really wanted her, but I haven't saved up any crystals.
Although, while that is true, it'd be awfully incompetent of me to embark on a figurative voyage without a compass.
Speaking of, do you play Honkai
Servants
Star
were drawn
Rail?
to symbols.
Do you think Trivia is worth a poll? I don't know,
To
man.
summon a powerful servant, one needs a symbol with a connection to that servant.
She seems okay, I guess. But
In
then
other
again,
words, I
have
need
to
some
rob her. She
outrageously
turned out to be
valuable item, like a
intricate
sword
to,
or a
like,
piece of
so many
armor that a
scenes.
servant owned, or maybe a bone or heraldry related to them.
Do you think maybe
I
I'm
had such
underestimating her? I
big
can
hopes
never
for
tell which
Father's
harmonies are
will.
going to be useful.
No. He still
Wait,
did
we'll never
leave me a
stop.
serious trump card. Look, it's just a bunch of like exposition anyway. It doesn't really matter. The pendant I discovered in the basement last night is an ancient artifact of the highest
Hey,
quality.
by the way, did you ever look in your basement? I've been meaning to tell you for like 10
It's
years your
amazing all
dad
on
left
its
a
own.
pendant there.
Still, it won't help me
It's
summon a
probably not that
servant.
useful. It won't even help you summon a servant, so I don't know why I'm bringing it up now. I just have some time.
Fine, I don't need to rely on
Right.
something like that to figure this out. To begin with, I doubt there's any master more qualified to handle Saber than I am.
Did you hear about Saber? She's also going to be in Honkai Star Rail.
Those
That's
2004
weird,
answers
right?
She's setting us up for failure right there.
All right, I've made up my mind. I'd rather not get another earful, and waiting until the last minute doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, she
You
definitely
hear
needs
that? I
earful.
don't want another earful.
Anyways, I'm gonna end this call now, but I'm gonna call you back in 3 minutes.
Now the real challenge begins. Tonight, I'm
Sorry,
going to summon
I
a
lied. I'm calling you
I'm
back
in
now. How are you
condition and
doing?
acquire savor by force.
Oh, that
Oh,
was a
so
good
Drain was
transition.
going to try to do it non-consensually, I
this,
see.
I got this like $1 bill from the United Arab Emirates. How much do you think that's worth in Canadian?
We're no longer upstairs, so we can't hear the voicemail machine anymore. We're in the basement right now, about to summon a servant who may actually be Pending's character.
The voicemail is still going on until this time.
Guys, I have such a cramp in my side.
I figured.
You're
Just
killing her.
laughing so much.
You're killing her, Pending.
Sorry.
Actually hurting me.
Late night.
You're killing her, Pending. You're killing her.
The clock reads almost 2 a.m. This is the period where everything lines up. My condition peaks at 2 a.m. sharp.
Just imagine that, like in the distance, you can see like hear like barely audible.
Can
that
you believe
freeze
it,
going
Pending?
on.
We've been here since before 6 a.m. and it was going to take until 2 a.m. for you to shut.
It's the world's longest voicemail message.
In terms of limits, this will be my first and last chance, so I can't afford even the slightest mistake.
If I mess this up, I'm not gonna get Saber.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you can get a
Well,
standard banner unit instead.
Yeah, I've already spent all my
You're just
crystals,
gonna get
so it's
Sakura instead.
yeah. If I
Oh,
lose
that'd be
this
funny.
50-50, this is gonna be terrible.
Withdrawal within elimination. Engrave 4 circles of withdrawal and surround them with the summoning circle. There. Oh, we doing magic. Magic shit.
Update. The cramp is spread.
I inscribe the magic circles into the floor of the basement. Actually, it doesn't take a major evocation to call forth a servant. This is getting too far. Servants are invited by the Holy Grail. Masters anchor them to the world and supply the magical energy to materialize them. But the servants are the ones who choose to respond to the summon. So it's not, even if she's trying to force someone to come, it's
Yeah.
still consensual.
Just in like the distance. Did you ever watch the Holy Grail movie? Has nothing to do with us, I know.
For the elements, silver and iron. For the foundation, stone and Archduke of Pax. For the ancestor, my great master. Oh, they are partially German, apparently. Schweinorg. Ah, that's a terrible name. Raise a wall for the wind that shall fall. Close the gates to our 4 directions. Come forth from the crown and follow the forked road leading to the kingdom. That's a lot of words.
That was a lot of words.
Still, I need to keep cautious and focus. Magic circles are normally drawn with blood, but tonight I shall draw mine with melted jewels. Damn, think of how much... that had to be really hot in order to melt those jewels. I'm using up half of the jewels I've accumulated over my lifetime, so I'll never financially recover from this if it fails.
It's a,
Holy shit.
it's a
I'm
really,
bursting my money,
She
so
really is going all in on this gotcha.
yeah, it's a really expensive single gotcha pool.
Yeah, that's why she eats bread and hot lemonade.
Fill, close, fill, close, fill, close, fill, close, fill, close. I don't know what's going on. Repeat 5 times. But when each is filled, destroy it. The house, it's almost 2 a.m. It's not 2 a.m. yet. I finished drawing the summoning circle, pass down through the Toshaka line, and face it with all my being. Aw, fuck. Enfang. Set. I flick a formless switch within myself. What is this, Chobits? With a click, I feel my insides turn
Oh my god.
something else.
Yeah, Jess was reading that the other day. Not the be a tangent thing.
My normal nerves invert and become circuits for conducting magical energy.
That sounds painful.
Rinto Shaka is no longer human.
Yeah, being a mage is painful.
She's just a component in the execution of mystics. Again, not really a healthy way of thinking about yourself. First it was a gun, now you're just a component of an ingredient for a recipe? That seems a bit rough. I melt from my fingers. No, I'm filled up from my fingers. The mana I'm taking in is so dense, it overwrites my bodily sensations. That's why I'm being destroyed at the same time I'm being filled. Wow. Jesus Christ. ... All ages, he said. Running through my body is the power. Mana from the atmosphere. I convert it into a different type of energy through my body circuits. A mage's body is nothing but circuits. You just said that line. Do you need to repeat yourself?
Yes.
Circuits to connect the ethereal to the material. The mystical outcome we produce is what we call magecraft. You know what they say. It's something about dead, dying. It's something I totally have forgotten the my body grows hot because I'm reading and it's been too long. Red knows the meme. I'm sure he'll correct me. It seems like horns are growing from my forehead. It seems like wings are sprouting from my back. It seems like scales are covering my hands. I'm sure this sounds much cooler in Japanese. It feels like there's water pooling around my ankles, because I'm sure this is some poetic way of writing it. It just feels really bad in English.
Well, it's not.
Yeah,
Continue, please.
At least it's not voiced. Okay, this part's not voiced.
Okay, that's good, I suppose.
Only
... Sweat drips. Stab, stab, swords pierce my body. These are the stigmata that reject my body, which becomes a circuit. No matter how gifted a mage is, we're only human. In a human body, the pain is something that we must live with whenever we use magecraft. Damn, using magic is painful. That sucks. The cycle doesn't let up. Beyond the agony, deep within the trance, lies the mental state necessary for the connection.
In the very distant. Oh, by the way, I meant to tell you this earlier. The summoning is super painful.
I already knew that, teacher. My dad told me about it. Pain
Cool,
wrinkles in my
okay,
left
then.
arm. To aid the caster, my magic crest autonomously begins an incantation, invading my nervous system. I probably should sound like I'm in pain, but I'm not going to, because that's too much work. The mana in the atmosphere I've taken in turn to blood. It's like molten lead. While my activated magic crest resembles thorny nerves. Within a crunching sensation, it creeps through my body like a thorny centipede. Besides, doesn't it sound funny that I'm so happy and hyper about this when I'm actually in extreme pain? ...
She's trying to summon her servant. She's trying to get that saber pool.
She wants that saber pull.
She's gonna hype herself up.
Within the hurt, I forget myself. And this is how she doesn't win saber.
Then Linkin Park starts playing.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh wait, we can't hum it or we'll get in trouble. Pending, we have to stop.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, I can feel it taking a hold of me. Like I've reached where I need to go. I think I read that sentence correctly. My hypersensitive hearing picks up the ticking clock in the parlor. Wow, we finally hearing that clock, huh? It's not the alarm clock in your bedroom? 10 seconds until 2 a.m. Wait,
how many lines do you think it's going to be before we reach 2 a.m.?
Apparently 1,000 of them. If it has said that it's been almost 2 a.m. for the last 5 minutes, and we're still not at 2 a.m. We've got 10 seconds left.
Cool.
The power filling my body is unquestionably complete.
Oh, are we doing a thing now?
Is that pending?
No.
Or is that me?
It's
Heed
you.
my word. Time to begin. I convert the mana I've collected into magical energy for fixation. All that's left is to feed all the energy into the engine, the summoning circle, until my body runs dry. God, I've been talking for so long. Heed my words. My will creates your body, And your sword, remember, there's only 10 seconds left. Your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the Grail's call and obey my will and reason, then answer me. I definitely said all of that in 10 seconds.
Oh,
Ow. I'm fine.
I believe in you.
You know, they did say it's pain to do magecraft, and I just hit my elbow against the table.
You're really doing that magecraft.
Yeah.
My vision goes dark. What lies before me now is the fifth factor, set to the imperceptible to the naked eye. My vision shuts off on its own, fearing what it might see. I hereby swear I shall be all the good in the world. I shall defeat all evil in the world. 7 heavens clad in 3 great words of power. Come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales. I feel like Cardcaptor Sakura right now. That incantation is so long. That went off without a hitch. It feels so perfect. It's like I'm reeling in a whale with a fishing rod.
It sounds difficult still, though.
That is extremely difficult. Flawless. I'm positive I just drew the strongest card. I can't wait for my vision to return. It'll take a few more seconds, but when it does, I'm sure the strongest servant will... be nowhere in sight. Huh? Nothing's there. The room doesn't look different at all. I spun that much aether into this ritual, only for absolutely nothing to materialize. On top of that, I think I just heard something explode in the parlor. Is that me or
That's
Pending?
you. That's you.
Why? I bolt.
That was a great read.
My head's empty at this point. I just run. I race up the stairs from the basement. Is that still me?
Yeah.
The door's broken? The door to the parlor is askew off its hinges. There isn't any point in turning the doorknob. And since it won't open whether I push or pull... Damn it! Move it, you stupid thing!
I yell at it.
This is the real Tosaka. Welcome. I kick it down and burst into the room. ... And ... The moment I enter the parlor, everything becomes clear.
Okay. So this is me?
Yes.
Congratulations, Pending. You finally showed up.
Just towards the end of the stream.
Pretty much. Everything is in tatters. Rubble is strewn across everything as if something had fallen through the ceiling. On top of it all sits a man cocking his head arrogantly.
Yo, you called me. Congrats.
He must be some kind of criminal who's destroyed my room. ... But something graver draws my attention. The grandfather clock, having escaped the destruction, tells the time precisely. Is it 2:01? Now I remember. Right, of course. The clocks were an hour ahead today, weren't they? Oh, she did it at 1 a.m. instead of 2 a.m.
Oh, she messed up when she was supposed to... She pulled on the wrong banner, guys.
She did.
She missed the saber banner.
Which means it's 1 a.m. Still a full hour left until I'm in peak spellcasting for... Why wasn't the first thing she did when she got home was to fix the clocks?
She forgot. She had a whole day of talking to people at school. You were there for
There
that.
was a very unnerving voicemail that went on for hours, okay?
Yeah,
Not only
that's
that,
true.
that
I
voicemail
would
distracted
like to
her.
say that most of her conversations were the entire day outside of, what was time skipped, was about how she
By
was
the
too
way,
fucking early.
the clocks advanced last night, so be sure to change them. Okay, bye.
No, we're nowhere near time savings, and if I'm correct, Japan doesn't even do that. I screwed up again.
But this is magical Japan where there's daylight savings time.
Of course.
In 2004.
I complete tasks as well as anybody else, but suffer from the curse of my genetics. I don't know if blaming your genetics is really the thing you should be doing here. I don't think it's really their fault that this has happened. When it really counts, I somehow managed to bungle things up on an unbelievable level.
The guy's just like, I can hear you, by the way.
No,
I have telepathy.
it's inside my brain. Maybe, actually, I don't know. Do they have telepathy? I can't say.
It's something. I don't think it's.
It's something.
It's
maybe it's like more like a mood reading.
It's something.
What
Like
is,
they can feel the fear or whatever.
It's still Jay.
It's still me. What's done is done. Just gotta learn from this. I can't believe my own stupidity. Still irritated, I direct my glare at the man lounging haughtily on the rubble. So, what are you? It's finally you, Pending. You shut up.
That's the first thing out of your mouth? I seem to have been dealt a truly ridiculous master.
The man in the red mantle shakes his head in a show of exasperation. To add insult to injury, he mutters something about drawing the short straw.
I could have been doing my own gacha pulls right now.
Oh, now I'm dead certain. This guy has a messed up personality. ... And is this a servant? I thought familiars were shapeless beings, but this is just a man.
Just a man, she says.
It's just a man.
Just a
Well,
man.
I'll have you know I work out. Look
He
at
has
this
a longer
six-pack.
torso than all the other guys
He
combined.
does. And he has 8. He doesn't have a 6-pack. That's an 8-pack.
Yeah, you do not see the abs through my shirt. I don't wear a shirt this form-fitting for nothing.
Not just a man. Even from here, I can tell that it's brimming with shocking amounts of magical energy. Don't be fooled by its appearance. I'm staring at something that's undoubtedly more than human. It's a human-shaped ghost that's on level of an elemental. ... This is no time to be dumbstruck. You staring at his abs? That thing belongs to me. I need to get my head in the game. Just checking, but you are my servant, right?
That's what I wanted to ask. Are you even my master? I've never been summoned so violently before, and honestly, I'm struggling to get my bearings.
He says as he sits there casually on rubble. I mean, look
Yeah.
how casually he sits on that.
Yeah, he's so casual about this whole situation.
he even has
He
one of
has
his feet-
completely ruined this house.
He even has one of his feet planted on an upside down chair.
Yeah. This is
Not
just
only
the way
that,
he landed.
She
It's
has
just like,
spent
this is
all of
fine.
her money on summoning this man and will not have any money to fix this house.
Yeah, that's true. She blew her entire budget on like melting gold or whatever.
Gems.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yeah.
It's my first time, too. I'm not answering questions like that.
I see. But you weren't here when I was summoned. Care to explain why?
Are you serious? You're no baby bird. Don't joke with that you can't decide who to serve if they aren't there when you open up your eyes. The unidentified servant frowns with a grunt and a grunt escapes his lips. Maybe he didn't like the way I said it, though he has a mixed reaction, as if still impressed by the logic in my words. Oh, this is me, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think so, yeah.
whatever. What I'm asking is if you're my servant and no one else's. I don't have to answer any of your questions until we make that clear. This is what I get after a failed summoning, huh?
No.
Nope.
That's spinning.
Fuck! This is why it should be color-coded!
Yeah, no.
This is what I get after a failed summoning, huh? I believe there's something else you should be saying.
There isn't. In a master-familiar relationship, this is the first detail we need to hash out. The servant eyebrows twitches. He isn't even bothering to hide his dissatisfaction with me. I wonder if it's because he's a half-baked summoning.
Oh, I guess this is probably me.
Yeah.
You want to clarify who serves whom? At least you know how to run your mouth. Even if you failed at everything else.
Oh, look, they have the same personality.
Yeah, they'll get along great.
Sure, I agree with that opinion.
Oh, wait, I
He
think
ought
this
to
is
make-
still me.
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
And you can see the quotes.
He can.
I like see the numbers, the ones and zeros of the Matrix. Sure, I agree with that opinion. We ought to make ourselves clear who's strong, who's weak, or else it'll make this dynamic difficult.
Oh, is he going to be like, I'm the real master here, even though I'm your servant? The servant
think
eyes
so,
me
yeah.
meaningfully, still relaxing on the rubble of my living room. Who's weak?
Yeah, I'm a servant, and I'll acknowledge that I serve my summoner. But that's only how it is on paper, wouldn't you say? We still need to establish who's superior, and whether you're worthy to fight alongside.
This is what happens when you have a half-baked summoning, isn't that?
I want to imagine if whether you're worthy to fight alongside, and then he just kind of gestures at himself. It's like this.
My service.
Yeah. Look at my muscles. Anyways, on to that point. Are you a mage? Are you a wage?
I have no wages. You spent them all.
Oh, he didn't spend them, to be fair.
I meant to say mage, but it went a little ooh there. On that point, are you a mage worthy of my service, little girl?
Ew. The servants works. First he destroys my house and acts like he's the king of the castle, and now he has the nerve to ask whether I'm worthy? I didn't ask for your opinion. I only asked if you're my servant or not. I repeat myself, stealing my gaze. I'm not gonna back down from this condescending jerk.
Oh, I see. You won't even deign to answer such an obvious question. At least you got spirit. You can talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Do it, dance!
Like I said, you're getting ahead of yourself.
The dance will answer our questions.
It's the
I'm sorry.
father's duty to confirm this first. Now answer me. Are you my servant or not? I step forward aggressively, ready to pounce depending on his answer.
Huh? Such a stubborn girl. We'll get nowhere at this rate.
Very well, for discussions. Oh, wait, no.
That's still him.
God damn it! It's so hard to tell!
Still him.
Very well. For discussion's sake, let's assume that I'm your servant. In that case, are you my master? Hypothetically speaking, of course.
She really is just fucking with her.
He really
think so,
is.
yeah.
Obviously, you're the servant I summon. So who else would it be? I glare at this rude man, giving me the seething head a moment to cool down.
Oh? Well, I suppose I would be. Hypothetically. Then, Where's the proof that you're my master?
The servant blithely asks, smirking all the while. He's clearly trying to goad me with these questions into losing my temper. Right here. This proves that I'm your master. Are you going to show the crest or something?
That's just a voicemail message from Why is that voicemail message say 3 hours?
We are showing the crest. I show him the command spells on my right hand. Humph. I don't think I was born yesterday.
Yeah, I guess.
Why do you sound so confused with that phrase? Father's told me enough that I know what command spells are, at least.
I show him my birth certificate with the date on it and everything.
Good enough for you yet? Any other complaints? I thrust the symbols at him in challenge. But the lounging servant rolls his eyes.
Are you serious right now, girl?
Two brats fighting in a room.
Yeah, really? Not listening very all.
His face darkens, looking more disgruntled. What do you mean?
That's a Taco Bell gift card. I'm talking about the way you think. Command spells automatically make you my master? They're merely a tool. They're merely tools to compel a servant. I can't believe you think flaunting some symbol is enough to play master. What I want to see is whether you deserve my loyal service.
Oof. That makes sense, but normally you'd think of a command spells if someone asked for proof they're master, right? Oh, she's waiting over him. What? You think I'm unqualified to be your master?
I wish that were the case. But unfortunately, your command spells show that you summoned me. As hard it is to believe, you appear to be my master.
So you're gonna fix the things he broke? He shrugs in mock exhaustion. ... Uh-oh. I've reached my boiling point, and I'm not cooling down in time. I'm not gonna cool down in time.
Pending.
Penny, yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm hardly satisfied, but I'll concede the point.
Good thing it's not anywhere close to bedtime yet. Because I have a feeling I know what's going to happen. Anyway, continue, Pending. I'm going to move my microphone slowly away.
Oh,
For now, you're my master, but I'll have conditions. I'm not going to do what you say. I'll decide the direction of battle, and you'll act as I see fit. This is the greatest concession I can give you. I'm sure you don't mind, girl. ...
Sorry, father. I'm at my limit. I was almost thinking you would be sorry, father, for I am about to sin, but this is that's pretty close, I suppose.
okay.
I know. Okay, so you're saying you'll recognize me even though you don't like it, but you'll ignore my opinions. Aren't you supposed to be my servant? I ask in a trembling voice. After our spat over the command spells, this is my last desperate attempt at dialogue. And yet...
Yes, technically. Therefore, I will obey you in theory. But I'm the one you'll be fighting, who'll be fighting. You can just hide underground in your house, what's left of it, and behave until the Holy Grail War is over. That way, even a novice like you will survive.
He's looking down on me, declaring that he expects nothing from me. ...
Hmm? Did I make you angry? Of course, I respect your position. I was summoned to bring my master victory, after all. My victories will belong to you, as well as any spoils of war. You hardly have anything to complain about.
Oh?
You can't even use those command spells. Just leave the rest to me. And I'll worry about your own skin.
I've had it with you! I'm bringing the microphone farther back. That was too loud still. Fine! If that's how it's gonna be, then I'll use them! Welcome to the real Tasaka. Unfen! I hate that I have to do these German spells. Alright. I said Ongfeng.
Alright, okay.
No more mercy. I've got nothing left for a jackass like this.
What? Don't tell me.
It's exactly what you thinking, you dirtbag! Vertrag! Oh god, am I supposed to read that? Does that work?
Works for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Enough.
Why not? Why not?
That works. I tried.
Wait! Have you lost your mind, Master? Who would waste a command spell on something like this?
Shut up! You're my servant, get it? That means you absolutely have to do what I say! The emblem on my right hand aches.
No shit.
3 command spells. They allow a master to issue 3 unbreakable commands to their servants.
Did you think this through? Even if you use a command spell on such a vague order.
Ugh, it's too late to whine now. I didn't expect this to happen either. I want to die in self-loathing. I can't believe I was just burned by one of my precious command spells on a petty squabble.
And that's where we
After
can stop.
that,
And that's where we can stop.
we can
Okay.
stop there. Thank God.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so tired. It took so long.
We can't even save.
I can't save in the prologue. That's wild.
Oh God.
I guess you could just rapidly click to this
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
only like 3 pages of dialogue we got through.